Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't like that one.
His forehead is so big.
Draco Malfoy looking motherfucker.
It's
What
just-
do you mean? That
Is
doesn't
this
look like
just
Draco
now
Malfoy.
a
A little
fucking
bit, I can see it.
compilation of
Where's
Timothy
the
Chalamet?
blonde?
This is gonna be
I'm
really
just gonna
great
keep
when
doing this until we start.
this is
The
gonna
music, the music has started.
it's gonna be
I don't
really
think
great
Oh, I can't
when you
hear music.
guys.
Like,
It's
No
very
music
quiet.
started for... Oh, I hear
also,
it.
yeah,
I can turn it up.
Crank that shit, DJ.
So I should not turn it up to 100.
You can turn it up on your own end as well.
Yeah, there's if you
cannot
go to the
Yes,
music,
I'm
the
messing with
playlist panel,
Okay, it's
the
my
music
last
one
one.
you can adjust.
Alright.
Sometimes that just does not work for me, but I could also refresh the page.
So, ooh,
Oh, it
spooky,
worked. There it is.
Spooky.
I'm scared.
Okay.
it's like mystery.
So, there was no last time. This is the first time now. Conveniently enough. Let me see. Who's gonna... Let's
First.
roll to see who's first.
Oh,
Regardless, this adventure starts in the region of the Reeflands, an area known for esoteric and sometimes nonsensical magical effects and technology. It is the home of the foundation of the whale oil, and most recently, a sort of engine that this oil can be fed into to generate force, power, and many other useful things. Most recently, a railway was established between some of the major cities. It's not accessible to everyone quite yet, and some of the more aristocratic still travel by airship, as they do not wish to risk interfacing with those less than. But regardless, you find yourself in a land that can only be described as weird. And we'll see who choose first. Actually, it's technically 1d4. 1d4. Okay. First to sort of get their bearings within the city of Scuttle Point, which is a not quite quaint, a step above your average town, not quite a large city, but still enough to have walls, facilities, transportation ports, and markets abound. We see two figures, one a towering Firbolg, with sort of lavender-colored skin and blackish veins running across their face. And trotting alongside them, looking small in comparison, but in reality, average to maybe a bit shorter on the short side. An individual with snow white skin, and what may look like cracks running along the skins are actually the seams of plates of ceramic material upon which her body is covered in. Maddie and Cam, would you like to sort of introduce your characters and what they are doing currently in the city as they start their day in it?
Sure. You wanna go first, Maddie, or me?
I'll go first.
Yippee!
Okay. So I'm Maxine Imelda, and I'm traveling away from my village, which was overcome by an illness, which I got, but it didn't kill me. And I kind of travel and look at old hauntings and take jobs that might let me look at like buildings where people have died. And I actually don't know how much you want me to say, Cam.
That's fine. Say as much as you want, or as much or as
it's
little
up
as
to
you want.
Like,
Yeah.
like I
Well, I was
can
gonna
cover
go into how we met. And I don't know.
I mean, I can cover that if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm Minerva. You will hear Maxine occasionally call me Minnie from time to time.
Oh.
I was originally, I woke up maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Quite literally born yesterday. Not a whole lot of memory of what happened to me. Maxine dug me out of the bottom of like a burned down manor. and I am slowly trying to piece together how I got into the body I currently in, because I know it's not mine originally. I just don't know how or why. But I'm becoming to get more used to it, and I'm deciding to, at least in the meantime, while I don't figure anything, while I'm figuring stuff out, help out Maxine because she helped me. Smile.
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 Wonderful. Is there any sort of thing that you guys are doing at the beginning of the day, like browsing markets, just people watching, or like trying to get any sort of gossip or rumor mills, trying to get a peek into that sort of thing?
People watching is definitely something I would do. I assume we're kind of just like in between jobs.
At the moment, yeah. If that was the case, I think Minerva would probably be dragging you out and about because she needs shit for her alchemy supplies. And we ran low. I imagine we probably just got into town, and
yeah, this is like you guys have just rolled in. You either got in last night and you've just woken up afterwards, or you've just got here.
And given the fact that you are a barbarian, I need to heal you a lot. So we ran out of stuff on the road, and I would need to get more.
If it's the morning, then yeah, we'd probably be out and about getting what we need for the day.
Yeah, you browse the market, and there's plenty of stalls, some of which you can tell at immediate glance are just like scams, or just like they're selling you like snake oil or the equivalent thereof. And others are like selling more convenient stuff like fresh produce, like original cloths, fiber, silk, and whatnot. And you guys have a pleasant start to the day, sort of perusing these markets. Next,
Minerva would definitely pick up some of like the produce and fruit and look back at Maxine and be like, are we running good on rations? I tend to forget a lot of the time.
I mean, I say get it anyway. I like fruit.
Okay. And she's gonna dig through her. How much? I'm gonna turn back to the.
That's a good point.
You guys, if you check your inventory, I did a roll for how much gold. You guys all have starting amount of gold.
Got $11.
I have 26 gold, so this one's on me.
$10.
$10. Yeah, whenever we kind of bounce over to Maxine, grab it, and then go get the food.
I didn't actually look it up, but since like Firbolgs are cow people, I assume they would like fruit and producey things.
I mean, it depends. A lot of them, a lot of people interpret Firbolgs as vegans or vegetarians because they can talk to plants and animals. So, but it can depend.
Firbolgs, they can talk to plants and animals, but they can't respond.
Yeah, no, they don't. They cannot. They cannot interpret plants and animals, but plants and animals will respond to them.
Plants and animals.
Yes,
basically, yes. It's very
interesting.
So it depends on how you wish. Maxine, is Maxine a vegan? I guess is a good. This is something we can hammer out. Okay, she likes meat.
She's not even no. That goes deeper into her character, I think, but we can get into that later.
Sure.
Unless you want to get into it now.
No, it's quite all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go over and grab whatever's over there. I'd imagine some since we're on the coast, probably a lot of. We're on the northern coast. It'd probably be a lot of hardier citrus.
There's a lot of hardier citrus. There is tropical fruit on the more expensive side of things, but if a more commonplace, there's a lot of lemons, grapefruits, oranges.
Yeah, when I grab a couple, I'm just gonna take a whiff. And do I smell it?
Yeah.
I apparently have senses and can.
You do. I'll say that it's a weird sensation of you don't really feel the scent entering your nostrils, but your brain registers that you are intaking a scent that it has that sweet and sour punch that lemons and other citrus fruit tend to have.
Yeah, she's gonna scrunch her face as she does that. Oh right, yeah, I forgot.
If you've ever gotten the smell of those really sour lemon candies or something like that.
There's stuff in the bag, and then bounce over to Maxine and be like, did you need anything for... I'm still working a bit on some treatments for you, but I don't think anything has started to take.
No, I feel completely normal.
Well, I know, but you don't look normal, sweetie.
No, I know, but I feel normal
Okay.
for now.
Well, I guess that's fine. Let's keep moving then, and kind of keep passing
Yeah.
through.
You guys will sort of move on along your way on your morning shopping trip, as it were.
What do you need for alchemy?
Well, I needed some. If you're rolling for the next character, we're just gonna have like a random conversation while you do it.
I did not. I was just rolling just for the next one, but you guys can
Okay.
keep talking if you want.
I'd be like, well, I
Yes,
needed
and?
some basic reagents, because we used the last bit of our healing potions. I can produce a couple myself with very minimal ingredients, but they're not quite as good as the stuff I can make if I have a proper kit.
Ooh.
So some basic stuff from that, as well as maybe some stuff to make some. When we saw that group of bandits on the road, and some bombs and oils in their old shack, I had an idea, and maybe I could make some more stuff like that. It would give me a little bit more of an edge of a fight rather than just
Ooh,
sitting back and watch you do all the work.
for sure. And then you wouldn't have to tank as much, maybe. Also.
Ideally, you should also probably be a little bit more careful when you're out there. You know, I only have so much like I can do to patch you up when you get the shit kicked
Listen.
out of you.
Listen, if it's my time, it's my time.
You keep saying that. And I imagine we'd probably trail off with her. Like,
Yeah,
lecturing.
there is like a conversation that like there's a sort of an eye roll of the people who like saw you come in, because this is the exact same conversation you had as you entered town. Basically, there's sort of familiarity with this sort of dynamic almost. But as you do so, walking out of the sort of marketplace, there is another stall, sort of off to the side, in a conspicuously with an like sort of located out of an alleyway, and there you see a sort of a beautiful woman with a veil and flowing purple hair, tan skin, and sort of doing some sort of mystical movements in front of her table, as if to sort of insinuate some sort of amazing quality to her services and her product. Lucy, would you like to introduce your character and what they're doing at the beginning of this day?
Yeah. This is Eva. She's a fortune teller and a legit one. It's her tattoo side hustle that's a little more shady, since tattoos aren't really as common around here. So she does give legit fortunes, and then, you know, if that happens to lead into like a deal where like, oh yeah, things are not looking good for you in the future, but you know what would help? This
A
magical
rad
tattoo. So yeah, she's technically not a legal vendor here, hence why her tent booth thing
Yes.
is in an alley, but you know. That's
Yeah,
it.
and to clarify, it's not that tattoos themselves are irregular, but the tattoos that are described to have effects of like blocking bad luck or promoting confidence is not as commonly marketed in the commonplace.
Yeah, I
Um,
think
the culture here.
people ask for like a certain, it's by word of mouth that they hear of them, so it's like they have to ask for a certain type of fortune telling, or luxurious, expensive type of fortune telling.
So we catch a glimpse of them, like as
Yeah,
we're walking up.
sort of like as you're walking through, just having you once again lecturing Maxine about her sunny disposition. Off to the side, there is posted up outside of like just outside of an alleyway is Eva, just sort of
I think I'm,
promoting her
finishing
wares.
up with a client right now.
Yeah, it's like, and so he's like looking at this new mark. What does the new tattoo this person got on his? Let me roll real quick.
Walking out, shirt up. See the
What
tramp
did he?
stamp on
What
the
did?
back.
What is the symbol that you drew on this guy's forehead, Lucy?
I think I gave him a third eye. 'Cause he's just like,
Ooh, that's
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
I
He's
don't
like, so
know.
this will help
like,
me.
My wife is not happy with me.
This-
I'm
Oh my
this
like,
will-
god, he's gonna go home to his wife
Oh,
with
yeah,
an
he's-
eye
he's-
tattooed on his
you're
head.
not seeing her.
Yeah.
This will
So
help you understand.
this will
what
help me be
she's
more
trying
observant
to
of my
tell you
wife.
without
Then
telling you.
this will help.
Yeah, it's
You're certain,
Yeah,
and
so-
she'll like being seen. She'll like this,
She's gonna
yeah.
be so
it's-
pissed.
it's not just your lack of communication, but rather just the fact that you don't see eye to eye, and because you are a little bit on the shorter side, this will help you get at a more,
She's
eye
she's
level
about a
with her.
four. She's about a forehead taller than me, yeah. But
Yeah, exactly.
so, well, thank you so much. And he's going to
Yeah, no, of course.
hand you 5 gold. Add 5 gold to your inventory, Lucy.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
And you guys like don't
uh,
super hear this because I'm using message to communicate through with him. So
yeah,
it's, like, mostly...
you just see like sort of just an intense stare off. This guy has like tense posture,
Yeah,
and then
I'm,
he's
like-
suddenly like wiping away tears, like he's so glad, like he got the greatest
yeah, no,
message
I'm, like,
ever.
holding his hands in my hands and sort of just like softly smiling at him, being like, "No, yeah, this is good. This will lead to a better life."
Oh my god.
You see this man just
Andrew-
wiping away tears like from his face and just turning away, like power walking back to his home, just like he's super excited.
Yeah,
I think
remember-
like the actual effects of that too is maybe like his skin is just clearer. His clearer skin. That's
Oh
all
my-
it does.
It also attracts cats, apparently.
Yeah, it attracts cats. The pussy becoming.
Yo.
Yeah, Minerva would probably spot this as like their kind of conversation. You just kind of pause and be like, "Have you ever had your fortune taken?"
No, but I've always wanted to.
I was about to say, it
And
might
I
help
I,
you.
I actually
Can
like
I make,
drag
like, a
Minerva over that way.
Insight check as I see them approach.
We
Yeah,
are
go
staring
ahead.
at you.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Can I
Uh,
do like some sort of vibe check to be like, what is
yeah, no,
something that I could
you're
pull from them?
you're going
that I
you're
can
going to
learn
try
from
and see
your
if like see how to make a mark out of these two. So yeah, go ahead and make an insight
Or-
check.
I
Go-
said insight. I only have +1
Yeah.
insight.
Yep. That's correct.
Can I do investigation instead?
I'm sorry, that's not quite in the
you're
realm
right,
of
that's fine.
investigation.
Oh, it's okay. I rolled a 19, so dirty 20.
Okay. What's the passive like persuasion or deception of these characters? Let's see here.
Mine ain't high. Mine is actually as a flat.
Not
10.
very
I
high.
will say, I do look like I was born yesterday.
Yeah, so on the one with you see this person with like snow white skin, and there's sort of like this general like sort of like discomfort among them, as if like they're not sure or not aware of like where they are or where or like who they are. There's almost like sort of like an awkwardness of their movements that's like extra clumsy, as if they're just getting used to their own skin, and you realize this person is really naive. That you might be able to make a mark out of them.
Yeah,
And
I'm
whereas
wearing there's no heel on my boot, and I'm tripping about every 4 steps.
yeah. Whereas, like, the tall, fearful character, you see that there's sort of like an illness that's clearly taken its mark on them, so you could go that route if you wanted to, but also, this character seems to wear their heart on their sleeve, and you know that they're just, like, a very honest, forthright person, so regardless, you might be able to get something out of them if
These
you
are
just talk to
two
them.
Easy victims. is
These
what
are
I'm
2
hearing.
easy marks for you.
Yeah, I'll be like, hello, come in.
Oh,
You look
oh,
troubled.
Hi.
I
I mean,
mean, we kind of are,
I think
yeah.
we're. Yeah.
What ails you?
I don't
You
know.
first.
I
guess
don't know.
I guess I also don't know.
We both
Kind of-
don't know.
It's kind of
I'm
weird
well-
like that.
I'm not like. I mean, I'm curious about that. I'm curious about anything though. I've always wanted to have
Well,
my
let's
fortune read.
let's see what the cards tell you, and I'll pull them in.
Alright.
I'm
ten?
really gonna gently hold
It-
both of your
it's
hands.
so-
and
it's
gently
sort
pull
of-
them
I'm
in.
imagining
Like, just sort of
Katrina's
guiding
tent
you into
from-
a tent. Yeah.
It's
exactly.
sort of
Okay.
like a ramshackly tent that was like set up very quickly, but it is sort
I
of
got
something that
candles
offers
burning,
Yeah.
It smells nice. I use those same candles to sterilize my needle. It's the same. It's fine. Everything is totally up
The
to
suit
code.
it's the tattoo when you sterilize it.
Yeah, for
Mm.
sure.
Yeah, she is.
Well, who would like to go first, or do you want to do like a joint one? This first one's on the house.
Do you mind if I go first?
Yeah,
Next.
yeah, go for it.
And she's gonna kind of shuffle forward. She is not made eye contact, by the way, since you called them over.
Okay.
She's like constantly looking at the floor. And she's like, well, when I said earlier, like I don't really know what's bothering me. That's kind of why it's bothering me. I don't really
Alright,
know.
oh, that's okay.
I-
I'm gonna take one of your hands and then I'm gonna like sort of hold both of your hands in my hands and just sort of like put my head down, I guess, so it's like almost like a prayer. So I'm just sort of like manifesting something, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I will pull out a deck of cards and I guess I will draw one. Or I'll shuffle them and then I will fan them out and I'll be like, pick 3.
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
She is going to like stare at it for maybe a little too long, and then grab one. And you can see her fingers are like clearly like you can see the joints of her fingers and like the slots where they all kind of fit together. And she pulls out like one and then uses her other hand to grab the other 2.
Okay.
And just kind of
know
holds
if
them. It's
we're
like, what order are they
Yeah.
supposed to be in? I kind of mixed them
No,
up when I
it
grabbed them.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anything, any go through. Okay. And then I think I drew these. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
So, all right. Warrior, Enchanter, Broken One. Okay.
What's that one? The last one sounds a little scary. What is?
Yeah, this, I mean, I don't know anything about fortune telling, so I'm just
Yeah.
simply I was like, okay, so warrior, and then I'm gonna look up at Maxine and be like, so you've been traveling, you've had encounters, and I'm looking at you and I'm like, Enchanter. So this is clearly a tale about both of you. Broken One.
She's
see.
just kind of stare at that. You're like, Broken One.
Broken One. Well,
Broken one.
Say it again.
Do you think that has to deal with? Has to deal with?
well, what do
maybe-
you think this means?
Well, when I think of broken, there's a lot of things that break from time to time, but I think maybe I was broken. Maybe it's Maxine's illness. There's like a. It's really hard to kind of narrow this down with how vague this is.
That's true. Well,
Oh.
things that are broken can be fixed.
I'm pretty good at fixing things, but Maxine's illness has kind of been stumping me for a little bit. I haven't had much time to work with her, but it's not responding to literally anything. But it also doesn't seem to be harming her at all. So
I take a closer look at the Enchanter card, and I'm like, so do you have experience with the Arcana?
in a way, I focus more on using kind of base materials to help enhance my magics and make things kind of conduct a little easier.
I see. And how's that been going?
Worryingly well.
Worryingly?
Well, I don't know how I know how to do this. I see things and I pick up things and like you could argue it's like intuition, but it feels familiar.
Familiar.
It
Sounds like you're not broken at all. You're already.
Well, I guess you could see it that way. And she's
she
just
might be the
like,
broken one that you're here to fix.
she's just kind of gonna look back at.
Can I hear all of like my?
Yeah,
You're
you're
standing
you're
right
standing you're
shoulder.
sitting right next to you're like standing right next to them.
Like I don't feel broken.
Let's draw your
I
cards.
just
And
okay.
then
Oh, yeah.
I'll pull 3.
Here, come here. And
Or
she's
how
gonna
do
kind
I-
of grab you and kind of pull you down.
This has been a
So
weird
you can
experience
reset?
so far, but
Yep.
I didn't.
Yeah,
notice
okay,
it.
yeah.
But you always.
Did you
always-
shuffle?
Game 3. Hold on.
Did you shuffle?
Hold on, how do you shuffle?
It should be
There,
in
shuffle.
Dex. Try now.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, soldier, mercenary, and miser.
Miser. Yes.
Miser? I don't know what miser means.
Like the heat
You're gonna have to improv it what it means.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna have to figure that one out.
Okay. All right, soldier, mercenary miser. It sounds like have you had a rough past?
I mean, yeah, maybe a little rougher than most.
I feel like you're underselling it.
Yeah,
I mean,
so it
yeah,
would
but
seem that, you've been through a lot. You've had to fight for something, whether it be physically or mentally. There's some sort of loss that you may feel or that you feel a protectiveness towards.
yeah, yeah. I guess I like look briefly at Minnie and then like, yeah.
She does
But
not register while you're looking at her. She's just
Yeah.
staring.
I tried to really make it subtle, like, and then like oh crap.
Yeah. I think I clocked this and then I'm like, yeah. Well, I don't usually do this, but I do have I do on the side also do tattoos, and I sort of gesture at like the tattoos on like my arms and face and stuff.
Oh,
They're
And I
very pretty.
do, thank you. And I do perform like magical infusions in them as well to sort of either like enhance or even just, little things to sort of make life a little easier.
oh, well,
Hmm.
it's really interesting, but I don't think she's gonna tap on her arm, and it very clearly like tinks, like that's solid.
Yeah, it has the sound of
Oh.
like someone's like teacup like clinking together almost with like a coaster of some sort.
Uh,
Hmm.
I don't know if it would work on me specifically.
Do I know if it would work on?
So you would know that if your tattoos were actually magic, there's a chance they would work.
Also, I'm gonna kind of can I vibe check Ava?
Absolutely, if you'd like, go ahead and make.
know what I am? Because like the existence of dolls as like a race is like known by
It's-
some.
It's esoteric. Yeah. Go ahead and make an insight
I've
check.
traveled around a lot.
Sure.
Can I do a
Go-
deception check
make-
while she's
First make an intelligence check for me, Eva.
okay? 12.
12. All right. This
Don't
person in
worry,
front of
whatever- don't say whether you're doing perception or deception or persuasion because I rolled a 4. Excuse me.
Okay.
All right, so Eva, you're like able to like sort of connect the dots here. Like this is some type of construct made out of unique material. You're like it might be a warforged, it might be like
And
a
I
sapient
felt
robot
her
of some
hands
kind.
Earlier too, as I was
Yes.
holding them. So
Yeah.
like,
They
I
were-
have a sense
You're like
of
it's like it's like a porcelain warforged. Cool.
yeah. Yeah. Neat.
Yeah. Can I? So do I clock it all that she knows what I am?
You get the feeling that she's approaching you with a level of familiarity that like she recognizes what you are to a degree.
She might be. I think Minerva would be like hustle, like slide a little closer to Maxine.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Would I-
Realizing that they just followed somebody into a tent and they have no like, clue where they are.
Yeah.
You do see out the
And now
back
that
the
person's
back flap of the
offering
tent.
tattoos.
There is like the most sinister alleyway in the entire town.
I don't think I should be.
That's
I mean, I don't
okay.
want to.
No,
It's-
that's
it's-
okay. I understand.
But Maxine, I don't want to speak for you if you.
I think I, at least for the time being, already have enough kind of like, I'd like gesture to all the lines running on my skin.
You could do like a cool like. You could like maybe when we do get some of the lines to recede, we could. If they leave any damage,
Ooh.
we could maybe turn those scars into something cool.
I
Oh, we
actually,
both
you started
symbolic
saying
hands.
that, and I started thinking about spider webs.
Yeah, like you could. Like crawling down your. Oh, that would be cool.
Ugh,
But
I shouldn't.
But we
I-
should maybe
I
get
just
that.
sit here and softly smile at them as they're doing it.
Y-
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm
you-
not trying to make them uncomfortable. I'm not even. Although I'm also not trying to put them at ease either. I'm just sort of
Yeah.
like.
You're trying to
Yeah,
put
no,
on
I'm
like
just
the
like-
mysterious on airs of just like ominously agreeing with them. Like yes,
It's
this is the
like,
right
yeah,
decision.
no, I'm just like, I'm gonna let you do whatever you think. I'm not gonna give you any information about me.
How much do you normally charge for tattoos?
What's a normal amount to charge for tattoos?
You're going. This is your business, Lucy. You're gonna
That's
make this
fair.
up
I
on the
guess
spot.
I-
this is your
Well,
your
my last
venture.
client, I charged 5 gold.
You
but-
charge them 5 gold to draw an
5
eye
gold,
on his forehead.
apparently, to draw the eye on their forehead. But I mean, given that you two seem to be new to town, I'm willing to give you a first-time comers
Oh,
discount.
that's a question for the future, but
Yeah, no.
thanks.
It typically depends on what you're seeking from the tattoo.
You
More
said they're-
simple ones are like, like 5 silver or whatever, but more complex ones with like more intense infusions and magical effects can range between like 2 to 5 gold.
Hmm.
You said these tattoos, the infusions. I'm assuming they're magical. Then, what is it you use in the ink? I'm interested.
Well, if I told you, I wouldn't be in business anymore.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but we're not gonna start a tattoo shop. I mean,
I don't know.
I
I
at
don't know
least
you.
can't draw. I don't know
guess
about
that's
Minerva.
fair. Oh, well, I guess we didn't really give our names, did we? I'm
Oh.
Minerva, and she's gonna hold a
Minerva.
hand out.
And I'll daintily shake it.
It is like paperweight. Or it is like paper, like light.
Yeah,
It
no,
is-
I think
there's
you
no
hold
weight
out one
behind it.
hand and I shake it with 2. I
Mm.
gently grasp it and shake it. Nice to meet you, Minerva. I'm Eva.
This is Maxine. She's been helping me, and I've been helping her.
Nice to meet you. How tall is
I give
Eva
her a
again?
nod. I don't know if I wrote this down.
I
How
imagine
tall is
you-
Maxine? I don't think I got a number
I
for
think
that.
she's like probably like 5'6".
Ma-
I
Mac-
definitely gave Leo a number.
I don't
Maxine.
think you
Yeah.
said it when you
Where-
were
Yeah,
explaining.
Maxine is
No,
a
I didn't.
Furbolg, and those tend to be on the larger size. like,
But I
not
I was
taller?
a short Furbolg. I remember writing that. I think I
Yeah.
was 6'5". I did the
Hold on, let me
minimum.
look up what the average
Hmm.
heights of kidneys are. I think I might be on the smaller side.
Where did I write short Furbolg? It doesn't matter, but I remember.
You did write 6'5", and then
Yeah.
put in parentheses short.
Oh, they're 4'7" to being just under 6. Oh, actually, I think I said it'd be like 5'11" or something. I said it'd be
Yeah.
taller. Yeah, I'm
So-
Still the
5'11".
smallest one. in the
So
room
yeah,
there.
so yeah. Maxine's like a good like half foot taller than Eva. Then
Yeah, I give her
Okay.
a nod.
I
Oh.
nod down. Not really meaning to.
Are you here long in town?
I float in and out.
Where do you go to when you're not here?
I typically travel between towns. My services are
Oh,
everywhere, I'm originally from Berkamar, but I just
Oh.
sort of travel wherever the cards tell me.
Well, we'll be in town for at least a few days more. We're passing through to get to Tacitus.
Well,
Uh,
perhaps I'll see you around.
yeah.
Mayhaps. Oh, right. And she's gonna reach into her pouch and be like, "How much for the reading?"
Oh, don't worry about it. First one's on me.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh.
Yeah,
You-
that's fine. I'll
But that
see you
was
around.
Two.
Well, it's both of your first readings.
Oh, I guess that
Oh.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That is okay.
Okay, and
Sure.
she's gonna kind of cinch up her coin purse again and be like, "Well, it was nice to meet you, Eva.
Yeah.
I hope you find your business well, and I hope that my fortune isn't exactly as ominous as it sounds."
Oh, it's not.
And she's gonna smile at that and kind of look over at Maxine like, "Ready to go?"
Yep. And as you're leaving, like hopefully your cards might take you to Tacitus. And then
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah.
And I'll
We'll
wave.
scooch
Yeah.
on out.
as
what time
as
of
they,
day is it again?
it is still like early morning, I'd say.
Oh, okay, right in the morning. Okay, at least
Yeah.
you didn't do that at night.
Yeah, that would have been very ominous sort of thing that happened. Oh, didn't mean to roll that.
Yeah,
Wanted this one. There we go. All right. Between the next two, still early in the morning. Sort of, coming into town off the main trail is. Let me hold on one moment. Let me make sure I have. Of note.
I swear to God, if I see Timothy Chalamet fade in.
No.
Not quite.
No.
You see this.
Come
You see this rather tall, furry, and slightly lanky creature. Though the only reason you could describe them as lanky is sort of how lopsided the length of their arms are compared to the rest of their body. That sort of seem to like that abnormally like stretch much further down. The average person, their hands rest comfortably at like their hips. This person's hands seem to be like not even fully stretched out and seem to be resting on their thighs as they stride through town. There's
knuckle dragger.
they got this creature has these large, curved, sharp ears. They have like tufts of soft black fur like draping over the top of such ears. And they have sort of like a tabby cat, almost like furred markings on their face. And striding through is a creature that an individual, not a creature, a person, in fact. Though some people seem to be viewing him as a creature, how some of the reactions seem to be. Others seem to just be minding their own business in town. Others seem particularly wary, while others are just like give like a nod of like respect almost to this individual. And Ty, would you like to introduce your character and what they're doing this fine morning?
Oh my god.
No, did your mic die?
Let's go.
Broken.
No way.
My table.
The table. It's broken.
I was zoomed really far in, and I had to zoom out to see what everyone was like laughing at.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's this over here.
I'm just glad it was not Timothy.
Don't worry,
You good,
there's still time.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Can we hear you?
hello, Ty.
Please. Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
we hear him.
Okay.
We hear him.
Okay. I didn't hear any of the description.
It's fine. You can describe the character yourself if you wish. You can describe how they're going. Your character has just arrived in town off the main trail. Some people are wary of them as you walk through town. Others just seem to be minding their own business. What do you do as you enter this town?
I'm fairly aloof to people looking at me. I get it a lot.
Hmm.
So I've met Levin, guys. It's great to be here.
Matt Levin.
Nat. Levin.
Levin. I don't know. I don't know how actually to say that name.
How's it
Levin.
spelled?
Let's do Lieven. Yeah, that's the one. So
Oh, yeah, interesting.
I'm a
This art is
bugbear.
This art is a placeholder, by the way, in case you were not aware.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm drawing it. I'm
Crazy.
drawing I'm drawing Nat currently. Yeah, I can draw what I currently have. It's not a lot, but here, this is what I got currently. Let me it's heating up.
It's heating up.
Okay. This is I was about to put that in schedule. Okay. Steam. Okay. I'm sending it over Steam.
Good job.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, yo.
Uh,
Got
Work in
them
progress.
eyes. Got them eyebrows. Damn.
or,
She's giving
well, yeah,
hydrogen a little bit.
a bugbear is definitely they're very furry creatures.
Yes.
If you know what I mean.
I don't. Can
Oh.
you explain to me?
Anyway.
But yeah, how is your go on and describe your character's general disposition and what they're doing as they sort of walk right into town? What's the first thing that they're going to be doing?
Fresh out of supplies, I am looking for the produce.
You as you enter through like the initial region, you the first thing you follow sort of your nose to a market that has a lot of cheap produce, food, and rations, but it is certainly not the highest quality. Some of it seems to be like a little bit approaching expired, but you're able to like sort of sniff out what's good, what's not, as you sort of browse its contents.
Okay, then I'll probably like approaching some produce stalls, looking at the food, weighing it, sniffing for ripeness, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
And
some
I'm gonna-
some people, some of the market stall owners like pay you no mind, and others are like, "Oi, you buying something or not?"
Is- Don't worry.
Commit.
He's like,
Okay.
well, I'm a little worried because you could just run off with that when you pick it up. You pick it up, buy it then.
I'm just sniffing out for ripeness. I'll take this one.
Right. And then that one, that sort of like rather grumpy disposition, but he seemed just be of all right character, still like rings you up for your stuff. We'll count like this shopping trip as contributing to like what your initial rations are in your inventory.
Splendid.
As you're browsing, yeah, some of the market stall owners are just like, again, some of them pay you no mind and almost pretend like you're not there until you're like, I'll buy this, and others are just like, sort of just eyeing, like squinting at you, like waiting for you to like run off, and they're like at a hair trigger to like call the guards or something. Definitely an oddity in this. You don't really see a lot of other bugbears. You're definitely an oddity here. Standing out, not even with like your generally large stature and weird physicality, you definitely come off it's clear that some view you as a threat even in this place. But you mind your own business, you go about it, purchasing your supplies. Anything else you do at the beginning of this day? Or is it just flowchart, I got to town, re-up my supplies?
Supplies were first on the list. I'm still looking for the
Yeah, you had like a lead you were looking to follow.
Yeah, I'm looking to meet my lead.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of just looking to burn the day out until
yeah,
like we're planning a meeting in like somewhere in like the mid-afternoon.
Some of the less aloof market stall owners, you engage in small talk with them and you ask them for the general directions, and you just enjoy a more relaxed pace after traveling for so long, munching on your newly acquired goods and just sort of slowly making your way throughout the day to where you need to go.
Splendid.
And that will be Nat leaving. And last but not least on the list,
I'm leaving.
Nat be leaving. I tell you what. Is a person that can only be described as like rather mundane in a lot of aspects. They're just it's sort of the image you would get if you imagined a human man. It's just simple dark brown hair, short, average height, like John Smith sort of deal. The only thing that could really stand out is that they're dressed a bit nicer than everyone else. Not extravagant at all, but like there's it's not just like rags and yeah, they're dressed a bit more nicer, but they seem to be weaving in and out of the crowd, and they certainly don't stand out as much. Certainly not as much as this bugbear that strolls right past them. Blake, would you like to introduce your character and tell the party like what you're doing?
No.
Get him out of here. At the beginning of the day. What is your character doing?
Yeah, Nobu's kind of fluttering all around throughout the shopping district, just trying to strike up conversations with people. Most of them seem kind of like they want to be doing their work, but
yeah, some of them you make like mental note about them for like possibilities for later, but like right now it's like nothing to get out of it right now, sort of deal.
Yeah, it's too early for people to want to have a random conversation, it seems.
Yeah, some people haven't fully woken up. There's some moments where it's just like there's like an immediate like biting response when you try to like strike up friendly conversation, where it's like clear that they woke up on the wrong side of the bed, sort of deal.
None of it's getting to Nova though. Just still walking around, just still trying to see if anybody's ready to.
Yeah,
talk about something.
If there's anything that stands out about this character, despite how bland their appearance might look at a surface level, is that there's always sort of just a sunny or a floaty sort of disposition. There are times where like they're like tap someone on the shoulder and just like greet them, and they'll be grabbed by like the scruff of their shirt and shaken and screamed at, and then once he's let go, it just keeps walking on his merry way. But yes, that is. I can't believe you sent me that picture to use as the placeholder for.
It's so good. You have whatever art you do get has to be in that exact like 3/4 shot.
Yeah, it needs the top. It needs the top text, bottom text. That's we can have a version without it for the token, but we also need a version with the top text and bottom text.
Absolutely.
But yes, throughout the day, I'll say that Nat Levin is definitely the first person here to make his way towards. Let me pull up the freaking.
The freaking.
The freaking.
What if instead of hold on,
What
where
of
is it?
what?
What if instead of the Charm Bay, it was called the Freak Bay?
Yeah.
They were freaky.
Nat, as you enjoy like a snack or two as you calmly walk your way through the city, in no immediate rush, as there's going to be some time before a scheduled meeting, you make your way into the Green Depths, the region of Scuttle Point, where a lot of the manufacturing and labor is performed. This can include oil refineries, metal refineries, textile mills, and so on. That'll be your sort of position over here. Minerva and Maxine. Minerva, in particular, you're at some point you're asking around for like how to get started on bombs and oils for certs, asking whatever friendly market goer is willing to help you out, and some of it gets lost in translation. Some of them are just gobsmacked at your like pure like porcelain frame. And they're just like, there's something that's almost like lost in translation. And when they're told like oil, you're told like you're given the directions in direction of an oil refinery over in the Green Depths. And so looking for reagents that are particularly potent will take you in that direction as well.
Gotcha. I don't know what happened to Nat, but he is on the Paper Mario plane now.
Yeah, he has, and he's gone flat. This happens every time. There have been moments where I've taken control away from
is
Ty
that
for his
him?
token when he does this.
How did you do that?
I just saw him flipping and I looked away. I looked back and it was flat sand. Like, yeah, I think as we're going, Nerd would be talking to Maxine. It's like I never actually heard of whale oil. Like I know we've seen a couple people being used, but like being used as we've been traveling. But like, is there? Maxine, you might know. Does anywhere else use whale oil? I feel like
I don't think. Okay, I don't think so. Would I know this?
You can
I
go
know
ahead and make
my
a history
village
check if you
wouldn't-
want
okay.
to.
Or at least we wouldn't have. But I don't know if I've seen it on my travels. History is +1. Ugh. History. Ooh, got a 5 + 1, 6.
6. You're
Oh,
like,
God.
you're
One sets it
you're
up.
not even entirely sure you know what a whale looks like, Maxine. You're like, whale oil, is that what you get oil from? I don't know.
I mean, does all oil? Not all oil comes from whales, so
No, like the lot of well,
Well,
I mean,
technically,
whales
Whale.
are big, but they're not that big. They
I mean,
can't.
technically,
produce all of them.
oil can come from a whale, but like not from like a live one, but from like a dead one.
Yeah,
Because it's like, it's a whole thing. I won't get into it.
in all the books I've read, I haven't read enough about whale oil. I guess 'cause I truly
you-
don't know.
Like any sort of like text you would have read during your time in Tacitus, it was just with like a lot of disdain that they hold for anything sort of magical outside of like the more traditional arcane arts. So it's just like whale oil. That's crazy stuff.
It's dangerous.
It's
not stable.
dangerous. Gonna
Yeah.
gotta stay away from that.
It'd be fun to experiment with it with a little bit. It's not often you get to work with something like completely new.
Well, it's, yeah.
Yeah, and we're just kind of chit-chatting as we walk over.
Eva, you see them leave in that direction, and it's shortly afterwards that you see the man that you drew an eye on the forehead of talking to some
I gotta
guards.
go.
And you're like, shit, I need an alibi. Those people we had a nice conversation with, I'm just gonna like follow them, and if anybody asks, like, oh, I'm just meeting up with some friends or something.
I pack up. It's so fast.
Yeah,
I
it's like you.
snap my fingers. Half the tent was just an illusion.
Yeah,
whole
no,
thing's just like a bug out bay. It's just
yeah, no, basically.
Fully
My fingers,
collapsible.
the whole tent
Snap,
disappears.
you snap your fingers and you realize like you were just like just like a bunch of like empty crates that you found in the alleyway propped up together that you just made look nice.
Yeah, no, I just made them look nice. It's all just illusion.
And you sort of like disappear down the alleyway, then loop back around and just like sort of tail the duo that you met earlier. Be like, we were polite. It was cordial. I'm sure if
Yeah.
I like asked them to.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll just be like, actually, wait up. Where are you guys going? I
Oh.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Ava,
hungry.
right?
Yeah. Hey guys.
Well, we were just
Hi.
on our way. I was gonna go get some. I was asking around, and apparently, whale oil is quite popular in this town. So I was gonna get some to maybe.
Oh yeah.
Experiment with-
Let me help you. I'm
Oh,
so yeah. I'll get you a good deal. I
oh.
I
I was gonna
know.
say, like, I think
Yeah,
we get
no,
enough strength to carry it. I wasn't planning on getting that much, but yeah, I
no, I can. The prices here can be crazy sometimes.
as I say, I tend to
Oh,
be very,
really?
very bad at
I'm-
bartering.
No, I'm excellent at bartering. Let me help
Oh,
you out.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I needed some fresh air. Those candles were. I got some new ones. They're very strong. They're stronger
I
than what I'm used to.
I could kind of
Huh.
tell. It's the scents are weird to me sometimes. Sometimes I smell them. Sometimes they smell like nothing, and sometimes they.
Yeah. They didn't particularly bother me, but if you're around them all the time, I can definitely.
Yeah, I was starting to
make
get a
you sensitive.
headache. Yeah, I need
Mhm,
some
that's
fresh
fair.
air. So.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
go
Well,
to the
yeah.
oil
Come on.
refinery.
Nobu,
good.
you see in the middle of the marketplace a rather stupid-looking man crying tears of utter like despair, like screaming at the guards to find the woman who marked him so, and he's got like a goofy-looking eye on his forehead.
I think
And
I'm
he's
also
trying-
gonna use disguise self to change how I look just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just so like my descriptions don't match. Like my hair was a lighter purple, so it's like a darker purple.
Yeah,
now. I have it tied up. I take my veil off.
yeah, no, you can absolutely just sort of just like it's like your hair's like done up in like a ponytail or like a bun now, sort of deal.
Yeah. it's
But
like-
magically
I
so.
changed myself just a little bit.
But you
Did
hear
you
him
notice
just
this?
you might
I wouldn't.
she might have done this like before she greeted you all and just been like, oh,
yeah,
like
I
oh,
change
she's
my appearance a little bit between each customer just in case, because this happens a lot. So.
Mm.
Yeah, Minerva would not clock it at all.
uh but
My
no,
tent-
but
it was dark in the tent. You don't super know.
you hear this sort of description. He gives like a description of the suspect, and you see this exact person immediately like grab their go bag and like disappear down an alleyway, and you're like, this could be interesting. Well, it's
I'm
like
absolutely following
worst like it's like worst case
immediately.
scenario. Worst case scenario, you can turn someone into the guards. That's
Get money out of it.
I mean, worst case scenario, Nobu, of course.
True.
This could be something fun
You
or
gotta push
interesting.
yourself first, obviously.
But you're just silently tailing them. And by the time they make it to the location, I would ask Nobu to make a stealth check for me. Just to see how well he is at, like, sort of just inconspicuously tailing someone.
All right. If Nobu realizes he's noticed, he's not even gonna be like vaguely trying to hide at that point.
So,
worry,
so Minerva and Maxine, you're walking a little bit. You're by like with just each other, and then out of nowhere, like Eva pops up out of nowhere, and it's like the thought pops into your head, possibly like, was she tailing us? And then like shortly after, as you guys start talking, like a bunch of like crates and barrels like spill over, and there's like just a random like average looking guy with like a decently like positive disposition that seems to just be staring pointedly at Eva, and it's just like, oh, do they know each other? Is there something important there? Or is he tailing her?
Yeah,
And
let me know
you
what
see
Eva would be like.
this guy. Let me bring the image closer to you.
You don't have to. You know.
Oh, let me just. Oh.
And you see
And like lean over to Eva and be like, Eva, was that?
Do I know? Have I seen no?
you
know
have
this
never
guy?
seen
Nope.
seen this guy
Nobody's
once.
been in this fucking. How
This is
Oh.
this is everyone's first
Seems-
time seeing Nobu seeing this.
Hello.
Stand still, or are you like right up on us?
He's like at a respectable
like,
distance as
trying-
there is like a
He's
he's a slight distance away where you would think like someone would be trying to tail someone in a city. So like 15, 20-ish feet away.
Okay.
Do you?
Respectful tale.
He's looking right at you.
Yeah, I make
Has
eye
Nobu,
contact.
am I clearly
No,
noticed at
Nobu
this
is
point?
clear. Yeah, Nobu is has been like aware that he's been spotted. Clearly.
Yeah, like,
He's
I don't
gonna
think we're
raise his
being
arms up,
clever.
walk towards them. My friends!
Oh,
Oh, I've been looking
Yes.
for you.
who are you?
Yes, my friend.
Yeah, I'm Nobu, remember? We used to work together. I wanted to talk
Oh,
to you
Nobu, I
about
do remember
that
you.
situation over there because I think I might profit from it, and I didn't know if you had any input.
Oh,
The clear indication being Nobu will sell people out
Yeah.
if there's not some sort of...
oh,
The-
yeah, no.
Mm.
There's a lot of money in this if you know.
Oh, that's
if
awesome.
you know
Wonderful.
what's up. Yeah. Yeah, no. of
Give me
course.
one moment, and Nobu's gonna go over to the guards and just real quick. I guess. Is there any problem here? What's the issues?
You see like a guard like sort of patrolling around, just sort of like scratching his head, like there's sort of like a redness to his face as if he's like had trouble catching his breath earlier, and there's like sort of a heaving where it seems like he was laughing earlier. He's like, oh, some sucker just got like conned and like getting a dumbass eye tattooed on his forehead, and his woman is pissed. It's kind of funny, but
Do we
they
hear
want
this?
us. Yes.
Do we have a? Is there a description for the?
Oh, he's like,
I've been
yeah,
all around
it's
town today.
It's some. He
I'm
said
kind
it
of,
was.
like ushering Minerva and Max
Yeah,
out.
like you guys are like trying to scoot along, but it's definitely like loud enough and obvious. Nobody's definitely like escalating the volume a bit to like where you guys can clearly hear it, and it's just like, yeah, he told us it was some sort of lavender-haired vixen. Gave him like a reading of some kind, some prophecy
Well, I'll be
or.
damned, I was just with her. She was over in Silgate not 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'll let the boys know and send it that way. It's not really the highest priority, but you know, we to protect and serve. That's our duty. And he
You
like gives
never
a
know if you'll get more,
sarcastic
though.
salute, and he's like, yeah. And you see him head in the opposite direction from all of you.
Wait
Eva,
a
was
minute.
that?
Oh, my good friend. Thank you so much for that. And I slip Nobu 1 gold.
Points are good enough for Nobu.
Hey, what did they mean? You conned the guy.
No, it's this.
No, it
thing
wasn't
that,
her.
like,
There's
men-
another
no, yeah.
mystic in the town that looks exactly like her, just over that
She
direction.
keeps
It's-
sullying my good name, and it's honestly such a pain.
Oh, I guess that would be kind of annoying if someone was running around.
She's kind of been following me around, which is why I have to move around so much. I've
Can
tried
I
Oh.
insight check that?
Sure, feel free to insight check.
Okay.
You have a +0 to insight, so
Oh,
just
okay.
roll a
Will this be a
d20.
deception?
You can both roll deception individually, or
Oh.
one of you can give the other advantage.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
don't have
as
to do
I
anything.
pass,
I rolled a
as I
2.
do a handshake with Nobu, I also give him a bardic.
Uh,
Yeah, I got a 16.
Yeah,
and
I
you can
fully
add a
believed
D6.
that.
I rolled really bad, still a 12.
Yeah.
Maxine, it seems to be on the up and up. It's like, man, that must there's sort of like an amount of empathy that comes from you. It's like, man, that must really suck, you know, to have someone just.
are just on the rampage these days. It's so easy to fool some sucker into giving you their money.
No, it's crazy.
I
As
can
he
guess.
pockets the
It's
gold
crazy-
that
it's
Ava
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm like,
gave.
I don't know
They-
if I can actually give you gold, so
like-
you just have to add it to your inventory.
I can't
yourself.
believe they'd steal your entire look like that, like down to the hair.
I mean, what do you look like?
It's
me? I
the
don't
easiest way to
blame
get
'em,
away with
but-
it.
I mean, you are very pretty, so I can see it.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Oh, sorry, we're getting sidetracked. I don't know how long the refinery is going to be open for.
Oh,
Did
Uh,
you still want to tag along, Eva?
yeah, no, for sure. Nobu, would you like
And
to join us?
your
And I sort
friends?
of like loop an arm around through Nobu's arm,
Nobu's
my good
just,
friend.
this is the first group that's actively like not been hostile towards Nobu. All
Yeah,
day.
no,
Like,
no.
that-
This
it's-
this is like you sort of like had a lot. You struck out a lot, but these people are actively engaging with you, and like you managed to get
Nobu
somebody
just
that's
lights up. It's just
yeah,
like,
it's great.
over the moon. He's like, absolutely.
Is real quick, is Nobu? He is just a human, right?
He is just a human. He's just a normal, average-looking guy, and he seems
Human.
he
I
seems
also
friendly.
look like a human right now.
Yeah.
I'm in my human form, so
He's
I
pretty
need to
friendly,
get that
too.
through my head because I just keep imagining Nobu as Greninja.
Hello?
What the fuck? Oh,
Why?
He just gives off
I
good
don't
ninja
know.
vibes. What could you say?
it's because he's so slippery, you know.
It's like Timothy Chalamet. Greninja is famous for looking like Timothy Chalamet.
No, it was like before that. I don't know. When you were imagining like Nobu like in the alley, I was just imagining Greninja in Smash and his idol animation. Okay,
That's
sorry.
honestly, I could see it.
I'm glad
Um,
we can. Okay, he's human.
Yeah, we'll tag along. Minerva's like kind of staring at the two of them, being like, "Are they an item? Like, are they?"
I'm
Kinda
getting
clock.
weird vibes just because like at first it was just us and now suddenly it's like there's like more of us.
We're
Is-
just radiating charisma
Is
back
Nat
here.
with us?
Nat is
Or
not. Nat is
is-
far ahead of you.
No,
We're going to catch Nat. Like
Okay,
went
yeah.
straight there. We're going to catch up to him shortly. But
Gotcha,
he has been there.
drinking his ass off.
He's been like having a full on conversation with someone else. You guys have just been fucking faffing about over here.
I'm having a time,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, I'm like
Me
I
and my
feel
buddy.
suspicious, but they're telling the truth, so
Yeah, if Minerva clocks you like kind of being iffy as well, she's like, I mean, they seem nice enough for now. It's
they do. I mean,
Let's go
she
get
did
that
she
whale
did read
oil.
our things for free.
that's
Our
that's
cards.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's then we're walking and talking.
All right. As you guys talk, I will. Let me pull up this scene real quick.
Yeah, you pull up that scene.
You know what? Maybe I will.
All right.
All right. There is going to be. Let me activate this scene. Clug, you find. Not Clug. What the fuck?
Who?
Clug. Sorry, I got the name of the NPC mixed up. My bad.
Okay.
Nat, you find yourself approaching a rather large building that's like sort of docked onto the river. And there's sort of just like this pungent smell of like smelly fish and rotten flesh sort of emanating from this building. But overall, it's
Do I recognize what kind of fish?
you don't actually.
Wait.
It's a rather unique odor. But this building, despite the size and like you imagine like this is where like a massive operation takes place, it's rather quiet here.
Can I discern? Is the rotting flesh like? Is it carrion or is it like people?
It's hard to place. Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
You got it. You got it. So click on my guy. He's my little. my. I have to. I don't think I have to explain it, but my.
Yeah, it's a bugbear. It's a bugbear. Do you guys get it?
I was like, what's the wings for?
It's a bugbear.
Oh.
Because it's the bear emoji from the main server. With
Where's
wings and antenna.
where's my boy? Okay, you say. Well, you didn't say nature. You said
Survival.
Survival.
Yeah.
Survival. Okay, so.
Survival or medicine, whichever you wish.
Oh well, I'm sure it's something.
You're like that smells like dead shit in there. that shit is
That's what it
dead.
is.
Yeah.
Really had to die right there.
But you approach. There's like these shuttered windows that looks like you could like open them up to squeeze through, but it seems just to be for ventilation purposes, so you can't really get a glance inside as to what's going on. And you approach these massive like metallic doors. Would you like to like I don't know knock, announce yourself, quest entrance, or just stand out here?
I don't suppose we had like a greeting or whatever, like a
You
sort of thing.
You were
Not shaving
told,
haircut.
you were given the sort of, you were just given a name and a general, like, location of where to find them. You only found this place specifically because you were asked after them and said that they were, like, related to, like, the whale oil business. And people were like, oh, yeah, that guy, he's over down there.
And I'll probably knock and call him by name.
All right. You sort of knock. You knock on the door and you wrap your fists against it and you yell out the names. Scorntread. And shortly afterwards, you do finally hear a shuffling, and it's a very ominous sort of shuffling as it echoes throughout like what is clearly like a nearly empty and like a soundless warehouse and building. And the door opens, and you see this fella, and he. Oh,
Sorry.
what is this?
That was just from earlier. I
Okay.
used a Bardic for Nobu.
Okay. Thank you for keeping track of that, because I forgot to.
I forgot as well.
These metallic doors sort of slide open on like a hinge and on these tracks, and you see this sort of half orc with like it sort of has like a weird aquamarine tint to his skin, and this deep green sort of hair that leads into like a mutton chop combo. This man's like got a sort of like scruffy sort of disposition, and he definitely shows the effects of working hard labor repeatedly. And behind him, you see this like massive aquatic creature just sort of draped over the edge of a bowl that can't even contain it entirely. It's more than like I don't know. Let me pull this roller tool out. How big did I make it in this? It's more than like 80 feet long easily.
And I don't recognize this, right?
Not particularly. I don't think so. You can go ahead and make a
But-
nature check if you'd like.
Okay.
You have a -1 to nature.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean, it's not. You're able to put with that kind of check. You're able to put 2 and 2 together. This is a whale oil refinery, and there is a large aquatic creature that seems to be soaking in a massive bowl of blood and some mysterious liquid, and you're like, that might
I've
be a
always
whale.
wondered what whales looked like.
Well, wonder no more. Go ahead and get your looks in, lad. I'm assuming you're the I didn't get your name. I just told you to leave in my direction.
Yes. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Nat. Nat Levin.
Well, you clearly been looking for me. Friend of mine gave me word that you were looking for me. Gave me a moment to prepare. Clug Scorntread. Let's come inside. We'll talk. And it'll lead you in.
My keyboard doesn't have keys. Oh, there.
You can use your mouse to move him if you so wish.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
click and
nice.
drag.
Click and drag.
Oh wait.
It works that both ways. And it'll sort of lead you into the office and be like, so I'm assuming, how up to date are you on current events, lad?
It's hard to say. Not much information ever really leaves the brink or enters it without a fee, of course.
Surely you don't stick around there too long, I hope.
You learn what you can to survive, and not a whole lot more. It's better that way.
I guess that's fair. I won't judge you none. Now, I'm assuming you wanted to talk something along the lines of Lish, and you see him, he's wearing like these really long, like, rubber work gloves that like go up to the elbow, and you see him sort of peel them off gingerly, and you see like a sort of wince as if he feels like it's like stuck to his skin, and you hear like a sickening like peeling sound almost as he does so. And he reveals like hands and arms that are actively like burned, scarred, and just riddled, and sort of like has that sort of tightened and stretched flesh look to it. And you'll see him clench his fists, and then they'll sort of like light up ever so gingerly, in these like, with like very, I'll say, demure embers, running across his arms. He's like, so you're one of these types, yeah?
That's right. It's not pleasant. I'm amazed you're actually holding your composure so well.
It's not too bad once you get the hang of it. Also nice to like keep things wrapped up, as they say. Keep a bucket. Word of advice: keep a bucket of water and a roll of gauze near your bedside regularly. So if you ever have any sort of midnight sparks, it's a good way to get cool back down. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. No, what we can get into the details of what you need to do, how we can work on this later. I got plenty of tips to give you. Right now, in relation to current events, I was wondering if you've had any experience with a rather ornery group that seems to not be too big of a fan of folks like us.
I could wager a guess.
So you've met, or at least heard of the harvesters, that is.
I'm acquainted.
Right.
I have been avoiding them.
It's a good thing you did. See, it's rather unfortunate timing on your part being here because, they've been having some activity. There's been a bit of harvester activity in the city recently, and, believe it or not, a lot of the folk I employ here, or I manage, I don't own the factory, I just saw the manager. Wish I could own this place. Don't mind that. I employ a lot of folks like us with backgrounds similar. Not all of them are so, and he flexes his hands, he's like, heated. But similar things, different strokes, but similar folks. You don't get what I'm saying? And so, I've organized a sort of walkout for them. We've spread out a bit, laid low. A lot of them left town with, I just gotta give them the signal to turn back once things die down. When upper management calls, I'll just tell them that they all went on strike, and then we can all stomp our feet and pout about it. But, till then, we're trying to keep things on a down low, so, as much as I'm sure you wish to get right into it, getting into taming your inner flame, things might be a bit difficult for the time being. We'll want to keep it on a down low, and honestly, it would behoove us to probably look for, like, a backup plan, somewhere else to go, should things come to the worst, but shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, everyone's on strike, so the chances of them finding someone rather low.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'll be sure to keep these wrapped up in the meantime.
You do that, and like he'll sort of like engage with you, talk about like small things, sort of like that, of like sleeping with like a bucket of water and gauze, or sort of just like what sort of materials to look for when looking for sleeves or whatnot, insulation and the such. And it's around that time that the rest of you, your party of 4, like approach this. You forgot.
With me again.
Flashbang.
It's like the fact that also like Minerva's so zoomed out and Timothy Chalamet is so zoomed in.
Yeah.
I'll zoom.
He's on my face all the time.
I was like, I'll zoom in and more if you want. Hold on a
We
second.
go in like
I'll eventually
like,
make like a
order.
closer crop.
We have
but-
like a 2/3 body, half body, 3/4
Yeah.
portrait, and then fully zoomed in portrait.
And
I'm
I
gonna-
don't know-
different.
I was
feel
like,
that we're
here
all
we
looking
go.
the same way,
It's
except
zoomed
for
in more.
Timothy as
Now,
well.
you
That's
can't even
the
see the
Can you zoom in
text.
Minerva too, so that we can
No.
actually see your face more.
Sure. I just wanted to show off the cool cloak, though. Because the cloak is really well done.
That is a cool cloak.
You're a cool cloak.
The fucking text is cut off now.
Yeah,
So much
the
better
text
with
is
text
cut.
off.
Yeah, no, I'm like, this is much better. To the point where you
I feel
can't
like
even
now
see
it's
what
like
it
one of
is.
those ones where it's like, come closer. I am a nice individual. And underneath it's like, I'm going to beat you to death.
There we go.
There we go.
Very pretty.
Yeah. So we're probably just making a little bit of small talk.
Yeah, you guys are continuing your conversation that you did earlier. You and Maxine are having sort of like trying to have a solid conversation where you're just like, who are Eva and Nobu here?
It's like, what's our play? How the fuck, like?
And
How
I
did
think
this
we're
happen?
Loudly having a very cheerful very shallow conversation behind them.
You have like a generally positive picture of Eva, and Nobu showed up, lied to a bunch of people, and then just started following you.
Yes.
Convinced I'm gonna die.
I invited him along. It's fine.
Yeah,
I like
because
the
this,
vibe.
this is my good friend Nobu,
my best
obviously.
friend, Nobu.
So is the walking order like me and Minerva, and then behind us?
Minerva's
Eva
definitely like
and...
leading the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Making
wait.
sure
So
that you're next to her.
Minerva's trying to lead the way because
Yeah.
I'm like I don't like these people behind me, so I keep trying to slow down. So
You,
that
yeah,
they
you
go
can. You can.
We
You're
match
trying
your
to.
pace so well.
Yeah, you're trying to do the thing where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna slow down a bit because like you want to be like in the back of the group, keep an eye on everyone when you're like
And then
walking
Minerva
with a group.
turns are like Maxine, hurry.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah,
like,
you're being
you don't
dragged
really have much
forward,
daylight.
and the people behind you are slowing down to match your pace when you try to like decelerate your stroll, and it's just like,
Every time you slow down, I'm just like, oh, are you lost or something? I can lead the way too if you want.
No,
Well,
I'm
no,
not
we're
lost.
we're actually here. This
Oh, okay.
should be it.
Perfect.
And yeah, I'm gonna waltz up to the door.
Oh, careful. Sorry. What is the situation with this? Is this
Can I?
this
There we
is not? Is it an abandoned whale factory or?
You don't
No,
know. You-
Supposedly, from the information we got, we know
Whale
that they make/sell whale oil here, and it's a larger "quote-unquote" production facility, whatever that means, because we don't know really much about the production
Okay,
of it.
but it is like a running business. Okay.
Yes.
As far as we understand, we know if we can go and get
So
something here.
you have been told that it is a running business, Maxine. It looks abandoned currently.
Oh.
Like there is
Are
no.
you-
You can hear like the breeze sort of sift through it almost ever so
And-
slightly.
Fling the door open.
Oh,
And
Wait.
you so. So, you and Clug hear the doors like fling open, and these are like loud metal doors that run along tracks and just like slam into the end that they're. And you got like
Yeah,
you see me
Nova's
like perk
not-
up.
Very strong. He puts his full shoulder into flinging. that
Yeah,
door
no.
open.
Even like these things are meant to roll open when you want it to open. So if you like put your whole weight into it, even if you're not that strong, it's like sliding like a shower door, like a sliding shower door open,
Yeah.
just slam, and
Oh,
it's
God.
and like Nat, you and Clug immediately you're just like. Immediately, like you quickly wrap up your arms, and he's like quickly slipping his gloves back on, just like, oh, okay.
excuse me.
He's like,
Hello,
yeah,
everybody."
I'll be there in a moment. Play cool, lad. It's fine. This might just be some inspection. Might be with the bit higher ups. Who
Some ladder
knows?
going
I'll
up
handle
to
it.
look down on the pit.
There is. There's several.
Nobu's climbing up that ladder.
Even
Guys.
even like so even without climbing up the ladder, you already see this this massive fish creature sort of like not even fitting entirely in the tub.
Let's see.
And this whale creature, by the way, does not look like your normal whale in like in reality. There are these sort of like the bottom mouth that like hinges the jaw is like sort of falling apart, and there's these little like tendrils of flesh that sort of like look like it's actively melting. And there's just these that make it look almost like there are like eldritch tentacles sort of spawning from the lower mouth of this whale.
Oh dear. He's gonna. Are the other people? Is anybody in view yet? Besides.
So immediately, like, Clug's gonna sort of like pop out of his office and run downstairs, like, be careful there, young man. It's
Yeah.
it's quite even though
I
we
think you
work
forgot
with
to feed him.
no, we you're not familiar with the whale oil process, are you? We actually
Don't you
deal.
look like that?
Well, don't worry too much. These are the runch. These are the smaller whales that we work with here. These are the runch.
Oh, of course.
Nat's
Yes.
currently what is it, wrapping gauze around his
Yeah, no, like
fucking-
he quickly like slipped his gloves on and like haphazardly, like it was still like sort of like bunched up and like wrinkled in like one area, and he's like trying like calmly like pulling it into place, sort of deal as he's
Do
running
I
down the
see
stairs.
this?
Yes, you do.
'Cause I couldn't technically say, like, oh, there's no need to rush on our count. We just got here.
Um,
Just looking.
yes, you're just looking at a whale oil refinery.
Yeah, we would love
yeah.
to
Actually,
purchase some.
she's gonna scoop past. Excuse me. I was looking to get some whale oil, for alchemical use, if possible.
You wanted
Not
to?
much.
Yeah, it's a bit irregular, but yeah, I can sell you some stock. We usually have samples for any sort of board members that show up. I can sell you a bit, so long as you take note of it and make a
You
log of it.
mentioned that I'd need whale oil for. Was it the ammunition or maintaining?
Yes,
the gun?
whale oil. So there's not a gunpowder equivalent for firearms. Firearms operate off of whale oil.
Okay. oh, I could use some as well. And Nobu's gonna like unfold this 2-part, well, just hinged musket from his back and just kind of land
Oh
in
my
front. Just
God.
no
Oh.
trigger discipline whatsoever.
Oh my goodness.
Be careful with that, dude.
Yeah,
It's fine,
everyone just
I-
sort of like alarmed. It's
Are
like,
you
"Oh,
still like
whoa."
on the ladder?
Yes.
He is. He is like leaning off the ladder like somebody's like really excited to be like in a library that has one of those sliding ladders. Only this one isn't sliding, and it's attached to like a tank that's holding like an eldritch sea creature.
Yeah. So for me and my friend, no,
Right.
right?
Good friend.
It's-
Sure.
Sure.
I would just
Any
need.
anything for good friends, I guess.
Yeah, you
Good.
seem a little frazzled.
Sorry. Yeah. It's a lot of my workers are out on strike. You see, and
Oh,
it's just
I
me.
see.
yeah.
What happened?
Oh no.
Oh, it's just, not us not getting enough respect. We don't have anyone to feed at the table. He's like waving his hands just like haphazardly, like, the usual. I'm just, I'm of course on their side, in case you were wondering, but I'm also here to make sure no scabs pick up their work. And he just sort of gives like a toothy grin.
That's fair.
I see.
But yeah, I can get you that sample. I might not even make note of it and put in the sales log if I'm feeling rather rebellious. that's a joke. I'm not gonna do that. That's I don't want no trouble.
We happy to pay.
Of course, yeah, let me go get something from the storage room. And Nat, you're free to like take a peek outside the office, or you can continue keeping yourself in his office, just sort of wrapping your hands as you were.
After hearing that harvester's in the area, I am not planning on leaving.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He'll be like, close the door behind you, by the way. Don't want just anyone walking in.
Oh, sure thing.
Right, we
Numbers
wouldn't
just
want
kinda-
just anybody walking in.
Mm-mm.
Nobu's spinning his
He's gonna be
rifle
like,
as he takes a look around.
be careful there. He's gonna like run upstairs quickly. He's like,
He's like, gotta get them out of here. Gotta get them out of here.
Nah. Do me a favor. There's a rather rambunctious group in there, and there's a young man that's rather curious, too curious for his own good. Just keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't kill himself. I'll just make things a lot more. We don't want more attention on this place already. Okay?
I can do that.
All right, thanks, lad. And he's gonna quickly run down the stairs. You see this bugbear emerge from the office. He's gonna be like, just a moment. My assistant can well, he won't be taking care of you because we're not really that kind of service, but he'll keep an eye on things, make sure everything's all right.
Okay.
Sure.
He's gonna enter. He's gonna go into the storage room.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm Nat,
Oh, hello,
Hello,
Nat.
Nat.
and be careful while climbing on that tanker. This beast is he's not exactly the most
Is he still alive?
oh, certainly not. Whatever fluids he's leaking right now, they're either explosive or toxic. I would
Oh,
highly
oh,
recommend
goodness.
staying away
You
from it.
hear
Well,
like a
you
muffled.
guys have regulations and stuff.
You hear a
right?
muffled voice from the storage room, like behind a bunch of crates and barrels. It's like, oh, technically, these were creatures can't die, so they're like never dead, but we still harvest from them all the same.
That doesn't sound very
die?
ethical.
Nat frowned.
Sounds profitable.
I see.
He's like,
It's just like home.
he's
I see.
like, what?
We're just gonna kind of stare into the tank and be like, never die.
It's a weird it's a mixing of clearly blood and flesh, and then this mysterious black ichor that occasionally you see sort of reflect off the light and become pure white and a pale blue white.
What do you mean they never? How did they just not die?
Well, they're a bit hardy. They're a bit hardy creatures, so they don't die necessarily. But they can't die. They can be captured, but they don't
A lot of
necessarily die.
things- It's probably magical in nature. There's quite a few things in the ocean that we've never even seen or heard of. So
Yeah, shit's scary. I'll tell you that.
it's not too surprising to know it exists. It's just kind of surprising to see it right in front of you.
Mhm.
So is this a very clearly definitely not legal, shady situation?
No, he's
Or
like
is this,
he
like,
he,
pretty
me-
normal for,
he,
like,
he mentioned
whale
before. It's
harvesting?
he's this seems like make a history check actually. Make a history or nature check. Your choice.
History or nature? It's a good thing these are both kind of bad. Okay. Can I give myself guidance?
You can.
Okay, I got an 18.
18. You're trying to like recall the art of harvesting whale oil, and you're trying to rack your brain. You've picked up like people talking about the process, like whenever you set up your stand, like just idle chit chat in like marketplaces and other common places of people talking about what they have to do for their job and what they're learning to do for their job of whale oil refinery. And you understand that whale oil is harvested always from live whales. There hasn't really ever been a dead whale to known memory. You've never heard them talk about that. And you've also
They usually like
heard
this diseased.
they usually like you've heard description of it being far worse. The description he
Oh.
gave of this being a runt of the litter being quite accurate. And this being like one of the more tamer creatures. And you often hear like the general process of people talking about it is like it's utterly like vile and like horrible. Even it's like the most like unpleasant like job ever, but it's like really profitable. It's like one of the most important.
I see.
You are making oil.
Gotcha. I'm
You
just
are
trying to
pr-
look
you-
for any
you are
weakness
printing oil.
in this man and like what they're doing right now.
Go ahead
Just
and
try to get some sort
you-
of leverage for a bargain.
you can make a perception check or an insight check or an investigation check if you so desire.
I would love an investigation
Oh
check.
fuck! I twinkified him.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
All right.
24.
So you've noticed that there are like shuttered like metal vents basically for ventilation purposes. Try to remove that like that dead fish musk going on here. And it is it's strange because some of them, especially as you take a glimpse into the storage room, like you see that there's some like in the far back that aren't necessarily like just shuttered closed, but they're covered in tarps. Like someone is like purposely trying to like not let anyone see into this building. And it's clear that you're not quite able to nail down an angle yet, but you've recognized that this person is trying to hide either something in this building or hide from something outside this building.
Gotcha.
But not quite any angle yet. And you see him come out sort of holding like in like a wooden crate, a small one with like little handles on the side, packed with like straw, like some bottles of what appears to be like this fluorescent mixture it switches between like an inky black and like again a fluorescent pale white blue. And as he's approaching you, you hear a bang on the door, just doom doom doom. And you hear a posh voice call out, by the order of the Druidic Enclave, we seek audience with whoever remains inside here at once. And you see him like immediately sort of drop the crate and like just rush out of the room. And as Nobu, you run over to open the door. Klug will sort of run out and like go to you and like give you a shooing motion as they like go into the office.
No, we will not open the door then. He got there in time.
Oh, should we? Oh, okay.
Oh.
And
I like to think Nobu runs over, opens the door, sees them, and closes it. Just like, no, no.
Maxine,
It's like when a kid answers the door when like a pizza man comes over. But they-
Yeah, no. They they hear like the footsteps behind the door, and then they see someone walk away. And then he'll turn to you, Eva, and go, listen, ma'am, I saw you in the market the past couple of days. You have a craft, right, with words. Could you be so kind as to kindly ask the folks out front to leave?
I glance up and down, give him like a once over and be like, sure.
And he's like he has like his hands clasped together like he's pleading,
Maxine, we should go.
please. You guys are, by the way, ascending the stairs into a second floor office. By the way,
yes.
I'm going to use disguise
Yep.
self to just look completely
Oh.
different.
All right.
Although I don't want to use my one spell slot. I'm using this, so I'll put my
Yes.
spell slot black later. But yeah, and I'll open the door. Or I'll look different. I'll just look more plain. Just I'll look like I'll
Yeah.
have like grease stains maybe or whatever. So I look.
Yeah,
like
and you
volunteer
can
or
like
whatever.
change
A
like
lowly
the vague
on
appearance
the-
of your clothes to like almost imitate the outfit you clocked from Scorn Tread. Almost, you'd be like, oh
and
yeah.
I just look like some minimum wage worker. Although I guess it's a really profitable business, but I'm clearly at the bottom of the ladder in appearance. Oh.
Yeah. You see like a series of people that are clearly like channel the more primal nature magics, the sort of druidic in nature. They all seem to be standing at proud in attention. There's sort of a they're all holding like these staffs at hand that have sort of the insignia of a scythe sort of reaping through what appears to be like an arcane circle of sorts. And they sort of be standing there as like
I like slowly open the door and I'm sort of peeking out like shyly.
it's like, you, young miss,
Hello?
we have been
Oh,
informed
hi.
of some unnatural tainting magic taking place here, and we command us that you allow us enter the abode.
Oh, tainting magic. My manager's not here right now. I'm not really allowed to let anybody in. This place there hasn't been work here in a while. I don't know if you've heard of the strike. I'm not really allowed to, I'm not even really supposed to be here. I was just checking on something.
Let me do a quick roll. It's gonna be a public roll. I don't know why I've been doing private rolls so far.
Let us see the roll.
He's gonna be like a squint, and it's like, if you're not supposed to be here, then why are you here?
This is so silly. I left my coin pouch here. I was trying to buy this week's rations, and right now they're holding on to they have my I'm trying to think of any other object that I would have that makes sense. They're holding on to my rapier right now as like sort of like a hold situation. I told
Your-
them I was just gonna run here to grab my coin
Your-
pouch real quick.
Your rapier.
Yes.
Go ahead and make a deception check for me.
It's fine. You're literally built for this.
Yeah, I got a 25.
Yeah, you're literally
25.
built for this.
Yeah.
Nat shuddered when you said tainted magic, by the way.
He'll sort of be like, he'll sort of like squint at you for a moment and go, very well. We shall return with a warrant from the city guards and enter here of our own accord. If you will not grant us entrance, then we shall do about it your feeble,
Listen,
city-minded
it's not-
way.
It's not me. I really need this job. You understand, right?
No, we do
And
not.
I would let you. Okay, well.
We
I
have
would
been
let you
commanded
in
by
if
a
I could.
higher order from our enclave. We've been told that there has been tainted beings in this direction, and that it could cause imminent destruction should it not be handled immediately.
All right, I get it. You come from a place
Tightening
of
my
power.
gauze a
So
little
nice for
tighter.
you. Uh, yeah. Well, I welcome this future warrant. Yeah. I will see you soon, I guess.
Very well.
Get that.
We'll be
My
watching this
apologies.
place. You ought to leave, girl, as we will be
I-
watching this place.
Well, I was in the middle of grabbing. Okay, I'm on it. I'm sorry.
These people are like trying to be so serious, and like you can see like some of the people in the back sort of shuffle awkwardly because like they're trying to be serious, and this is like trying to like seem important in front of a teenager sort of vibe of like it's not gonna happen
It's like when
ever.
a fast food place got your order wrong and you're yelling at the kid who took your order.
Yeah. It's like
"Listen,
it's like
man, I
they
just work
they don't
here. I
care.
don't have any sort of authority.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just really not supposed to let you in, and I'm sorry, but
Uh,
I need this job.
and it's like you see him just sort of like biting his well, like he's just trying to like think of like what curse to utter out, and then he goes, "Fine," and like turns around Agents, attention! And they slam their staffs on the ground in unison and then march away.
I roll
And-
my eyes and close the door.
It's like wow, they take themselves really seriously.
Yeah, they're
He's-
definitely druids with that giant stick up their ass. God.
It's like you see him
well.
just sort of like wiping sweat off his brows, like you don't know the half of it. During this time,
Alright.
by the way, you're coming. Eva, you're approaching Klug, probably asking for some sort of repayment for your great service done for him.
Mm-hmm.
During this time, well, you guys see the quote-unquote assistant bugbear that was having a small like conniption over these people at the door. I would say something that shakes you out of your stupor, Nat, is your passive with your passive perception, you see out of these windows, and now this is a second floor office that the stairs you climbed like elevated you, and these are like actual windows meant to be seen out of. You see a weird vehicle sort of approaching the whale oil refinery.
I recognize it.
Not quite. Like this, there's not really much of a check to be made at this point because even if you're not familiar with it, you're able to recognize aircrafts, like boats. Like there are airships that like even like you people see in like a lot of cities that have some sort of like upward propulsion or blimp attached to it, and then there are like boats with like that are like propelled through wheels, and even more recently, since the invention of a whale oil engine, there's like some that propel themselves through whale oil now. There have been like carriages drawn by beasts of burden and sometimes propelled by other means, be it magical or mechanical. This one seems to be on the mechanical side, but it's hard to tell, and it is approaching directly towards the whale oil refinery is the most difficult thing. Is the most concerning thing, I should say. And it is approaching like at a straight line, and it's not coming in for like a soft landing that you've seen airships come and go. This one seems to be heading straight for you. And that's when you notice.
Are raised.
That's when you notice as it gets closer, like it's sort of like you're sort of a bit blinded by the sun because you're trying to look at it, and that's when you see that it's actually like weirdly on fire, and you're like, that's not a good sign for most aircraft. I'll say that you all in the office area have one turn to do something in response to this.
Getting the hell out of here.
Probably.
That is the. I'm sorry. That thing is on a crash course directly here. We have to go.
Oh, what thing?
What thing?
That
Nobody.
thing-
I'm gonna look out the window, see if I can catch it. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
It points in
Uh,
the window as he's
doors.
bolting for the door.
All right.
Can we also go out these doors? Can
You
we-
you
Straight
oh
up
you
jumped
jumped
off
off
the
you jumped
landing.
you
Oh,
jumped
right,
off the
right.
scaffolding.
I meant
Yeah.
to aim for that.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
fine.
not that.
You guys all look out the door. You guys use your turn of action to look out the window, be like, what are you talking about? And you see something heading, thankfully not for the office exactly, but for the bay area that you guys are that this refinery is located on.
Oh no.
And I'd say roughly around this time, that vehicle would impact the refinery, and I will need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh boy.
I'm so good at these.
I'm not.
I am.
All right, come on. Daddy needs a new pair of
Oh,
shoes.
Okay. The best roll I've done all day.
These
Which
are
is
good
not
rolls.
hard. 'cause
We're
I
gonna be
got
okay.
Singles.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god, we rolled the same number.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Same,
Yeah,
guys.
same.
You know what?
We're all such close friends.
You're such besties.
Okay.
Whoa. Clug.
So
Oh me, you can't
this
die.
is
Roll
this
above
is
average.
this is a save or suck instance. The DC was 15. So
Sucks,
you
get a
since
fuck on.
you saved, you face no immediate consequences. Though, however, there will sort of ignite in a ball of flame and force expanding outwards, and all of you are thrown back. Some of you are like almost crushed by rubble, and you are briefly disoriented as this entire building comes down around you.
Jesus Christ.
Klug, not so fortunate. I'm gonna make a private roll for the effect real quick.
It'd be really fucked up if like the one person who shared your affliction immediately died.
Yeah.
It would suck.
I just got here, man, and I finally meet someone who's
That
like me.
sucks. Let me reveal us everyone.
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
Unfortunate. But anyways, let me actually, let me view. Let's see. Do I have this map ready for a more broken thing? Yeah, I do. Cool.
I don't really feel like we're in a lonely waltz anymore, guys. It kind of feels like we're in Steam and Steel Shadow.
What in the shadows of steam and steel.
Say that
Uh,
again.
Say that again. God, say that again will never not be funny to me.
It's so fucking stupid.
All right. And Minerva. All right. Yeah, that should do. Yeah, let me activate this map. You all are in a much worse for wear. Those who stayed in the office, you're actually pretty okay. Nat, when you ran out onto the scaffolding for go down the stairs, the tremors sort of launched you off, but because of your sort of monk-like agility and your dexterity save, you managed to like stick the landing. Claude, not so fortunate. Standing right here, by the way, you no longer see the whale. The whale has disappeared entirely. There's no like viscera, there's no flesh left. It has disappeared. But the vat that it was in still remains. Well, the contents of the vat still remains, and you see it sort of spread out and sort of just bubbling in the surface. It looks sort of like a molten tar pit that's tinged crimson. And sort of resting on top of that, upon like this sort of like burning wing, is this absolute moaning sort of old man that's like barely holding on to life. And before any of you can react, you also hear Eva. You come to your senses and you sort of like can see the wall now destroyed. You see like running full sprint towards the factory. Are those same druids that you shoot away?
Ah, shit.
That now, like, the one that you talk to particularly disrespectful, like, is just, like, seething rage and a seething glare at you, and just sort of points at you as, Deceiver! You are a threat to us all! And, I'm gonna have to, have everyone roll initiative.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Roll for us, or?
I
Be
am.
faster.
Okay.
Possibly. It could. Let me add you all as...
I'm just standing here looking really confused.
Hmm.
I am confused, though, I guess, so it wouldn't be.
What a cool name of an enemy.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
I'm
harvesters?
so fucking
Oh.
fast. The harvest, literally, the people were like, "Hey, make sure you watch out for the
Norno.
harvesters."
Yeah.
Ooh.
They're here. Ooh. Let me pull up some battle music. I think I chose this one for the harvesters, I think. Let's see.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Sure. Let's do that. Let's begin combat. We start with Minerva. Minerva, you had a tremor sort of shake the foundation of this refinery, and you sort of stumbled a bit, but you managed to catch yourself, right yourself up, and you just hear like angry shouting coming from downstairs.
Okay. Game's paused, by the way, still.
Oh, apologies.
Thank you. Yeah, Minerva's gonna kind of look at Maxine, being like, "I guess we should probably do something."
You should.
Then going to come out into the scaffolding, and
Oop.
the I'm just gonna kind of assess the situation, like who's injured. Like I'm immediately looking for who's injured.
So there is an injured person here that you don't recognize. There is Clug Scorntread here, who I believe from my roll here took 10 damage. So let me just
Ooh.
Nat's
which-
Clug, if that
Sure.
means anything.
Yeah, but if I see Nat going to Clug, I'm gonna kind of look in the distance at the other, like, older man who's in the fucked up sludge.
yes.
And I'm just gonna, cause I was what was my movement so far? How much do I have left?
If you move with the mouse, it would have
1,
counted
2.
it, but if you move with keys, it does not.
I did not move with keys. I moved with keys. I used one.
You were
2.
here.
Yeah, so 15 so far.
Yeah, this is currently a 15-foot drop. If you wish to jump down, or you can go down the
I-
stairs.
Don't wish to, so I'm gonna go down the stairs, and I'm gonna take the dash action.
Okay.
So 15, so this is 20, 25, 30, 35. And it's shift or right click to mark a point.
I think it's space, if I'm not mistaken.
it is space. In the,
Yeah.
So 20, 25. No, sorry, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. No, I can count. Jesus Christ. 20,
get it.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There. You'd be like, hang on, sir. I'll be right over there. And just try and kind of assuage him that someone sees him.
Yeah, you see, getting closer, you see that this is like a very small sort of short-looking fella that's like very sunken cheeks. It looks like a really old gnome. You're not entirely sure, but looks
It looks like a gnome
looks to
that
be
is in trouble.
yeah, gnome in trouble. Anything else you'd like to do, Minerva?
I don't really have many like things I can prep ahead of time. I'm going to actually I'm going to use a spell slot to do experimental elixir.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a healing one.
Okay.
So I have a. Oh, I almost broke it. I can pull up. It should be 2d4 plus my intelligence, or 2d4 plus 2.
Let me see if I can. pull
Healing would be
this.
2d4 plus my intelligence. If it heals, and it basically she just reaches into her pouch and produces, like, pulls out a potion, getting ready to administer to him.
I forgot to make like the key component of an alchemist. So. One moment.
The experimental elixir is there; it just doesn't
Yeah.
register properly.
Yeah, it's probably something weird with the importing thing. Can I just rely on you to keep track of it for now, and I'll add it later?
Yeah, because it's in
in the
there. It's just
future.
not working. Yeah, I can do it. So I have a
Alright.
healing potion right now,
Yes. Okay.
and that will burn a spell slot.
Sure. Anything else you'd like to do? All right. Next up is Harvester number 4. Go get him, Harvester number 4.
Let's go, Harvester number 4.
Let's go, Harvester number 4.
Yeah, harvesting shit, motherfucker.
You're gonna see, can he reach? Because this wall has also broken down, by the way, entirely. If you can see through it, it is busted. And he can reach. You're gonna see him run towards full dead-on sprint towards Eva, and he's going to raise his staff, and you're gonna see it sort of imbue with a sort of primal energy as he casts Shillelagh. And he's gonna attack with the quarterstaff. Hopefully this counts correctly. Oh, fuck. It's still on private rolls. Fuck. Hopefully this works. Attack. Does that look right? It does look right, I think. whatever. We'll pretend it is. Does that hit?
No.
All right. Wonderful.
I think I just blink up innocently at them and be like, what? Hello?
You see him, he sort of like raises his staff and takes a swing at you and just sort of like bonks his staff on the wall, and you're like, couldn't possibly be trying to hit me, could you?
Right? I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm a
Get a
victim in this
warrant.
too.
I know my rights.
I just lost my job, man.
Maxine, it's your turn.
Maxine?
Maxine is quiet. She's
Oh,
silent.
I was muted.
Hey.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so I
Please
just
keep track.
took
If you're
2
going to move,
steps.
if you're going to move with the mouse keys and not with the mouse, please keep track of your
Yeah.
movement
Yeah.
because I cannot.
That was 2. I got 4 more. Yeah, I just saw Minnie run out, so I ran after her, and I was like, "Yeah, the only one I can see is that harvester."
Yeah, and you as you emerged out the office, you saw them take a swing at Eva with their staff.
And I haven't
You
seen
also
this
notice
guy
that Eva
eat
looks
either.
completely different. You just see this random woman standing there.
Yeah, you see someone that's like vaguely like Eva, but like maybe it's a friend or relative of hers, but
I'm
it's
like, maybe that's the other tattoo artist who.
maybe that's the that's so good. That's such a it's like, yeah, she's a criminal. She's
I'm wearing the uniform of an
she's
employee.
she's impersonating my
Oh.
friend.
That's just not right.
I'm just a lowly worker
Oh.
and I just got attacked.
And I'm seeing the harvester attack her.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm also staring at this guy over here.
Yes,
what is
there's a-
he?
He is sort of like limply hanging off of a wing of a vehicle that is slowly sinking into this like
Oh,
boiling
he's the-
tar
okay,
pit.
He's the one who.
Yes.
Okay. But he's not a threat. Okay. I don't have it written. What is the range on which I can throw a javelin?
I believe it is
30 and 120.
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Okay.
And if you go beyond 30 feet, then you will making the
It's-
attack at disadvantage.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can throw from the top of the stairs and be like, "Hey, yeet."
Quit that.
Get away from her. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right, go
I'm going
in.
to roll by myself. Not use so that's plus. I'm not ranging, so it's just +4. Okay.
Yes,
Which weapon are you throwing, by the way?
Javelin.
javelin.
Javelin. Okay. Because remember, I enhanced your main weapon.
Oh yeah, that's my great axe.
Yes.
And if I'm just adding my, no, I got a 10. So, I think I missed.
Let me see. That does not hit.
I hope I do not hit Eva or the person standing next. to me.
You go like, "Hey, cut that out," and you just embed this javelin into the structure of the wall between Eva and this druid.
Ah!
Oh shit.
Hey! Whose side
Uh,
are you on?
I don't know.
I don't
Everything
know
happens
you.
so much.
Like, I know that wasn't for me.
It wasn't.
Now
Okay.
I know you weren't throwing a javelin at me. Nuh-uh. You didn't.
Can I jump down from this distance?
You
here,
may.
or is that...
It would be
Okay.
an acrobatics check.
Well, my plus is 0. I'm gonna do it.
All right, go ahead and take a leap. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Jesus Christ, I got a 4.
No.
You got a 4. All right. Slash roll
Use my other dice
1d6.
tower.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you take a leap off there, and you sort of like land roughly, sort of staggers
I
your
know.
stride a little bit.
Ooh, I pretend I did not see that.
And I'd say with that, that sort of stumble, you have like 5 more feet of movement as you failed the acrobatics check.
Okay.
So you can move 1 more square. You see Minnie sort of making a run for the man who is like hanging onto the wing of his vehicle.
Yeah, I'm right behind Minnie.
All right.
And that was my last square, so.
Yes. That's the end of your turn then. All right. Next up is Harvester number 5. Let's go, Harvester number 5.
Harvester number 5.
Harvester number
Let's go.
5, bringing it in. Harvester number 5.
He's going to go here, run up. Not really see anyone. He's looking wildly around, and he's gonna just clock Miss Eva here, and is going to produce flame and
Excuse you.
lob a ball of fire at her, as they have clocked her as a source of aberrant magic.
Bro, I
Does
just
that
worked
hit?
here. Yes.
All right. Let me roll damage. You take 2 points of damage. And as that happens, your illusion should fall a little bit to like your default one that you had on earlier. And so
What happens, like, my innocent eyes, like, as I'm, like, trying to pretend to be this person, like, falls to, like, a resting bitch face. As I,
just
I
like
look at
absolute
them.
disappointed, just like,
No,
why
I
the
just
fuck are you
melt,
doing
like,
this?
disappointed. I'm
Yeah.
just like, you're gonna regret that.
Yeah. Why would you even bother, man? But yeah, that's gonna be their turn. They lobs, and as soon as like he sees like your sort of form melt away, he points. I go, see, I knew it. You are a focal point of this vile magic.
Oh, I'll show you vile magic.
What is
Hey,
going
yo.
on over there?
Yeah, you
I
see
can't
all this
see-
commotion. Yeah,
there's
all this commotion is happening on the other side of this rubble, by the way. Next up is Harvester number 3. Let's go, Harvester number 3.
Harvester
Oh,
number
Harvester number
3.
Hey, Harvester number 3.
He's gonna sort of stride in. That's his full run distance. I think. Yeah, no, that's still within
Can I
range.
fucking help you?
He's gonna lob another. He's gonna lob a fireball at Eva as well. It's gonna just be fucking get him. Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
You know who's sitting in this
8
fucking safe room? Like, what the hell is?
Eight damage. You're like you get like a splash of fire that does like 2 damage, and you're like the face melts away to like just like, oh you, and then like you get blindsided by like an actual ball of fire that like hits you,
Yeah.
and when you're most vulnerable, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, and then this happens. I slowly turn my head to lock eyes with that one, and I'm like, you're the one that's life I'm gonna take.
You're the problem. Next up, Harvester number 2. Let's
Harvester
go.
number 2.
Let's go, Harvester number 2. Let's see. That's his movement. He cannot get within melee range, so he's just gonna go over here. And yeah, only person who can see is Eva. He's
Alright,
going to
alright.
fucking fire another one. Everyone else ran to like the fucking office as soon as like things got tense. So I don't know what to tell you. Does that hit?
Yeah, I'm gonna silver barbs that one.
Okay.
Get silvery.
We're
dude.
playing.
Who are you
game,
giving
boy.
advantage?
Can I give it to myself, or does it have to be another creature?
I believe it has
Another
to be another.
creature.
I believe it has to be
I
another
can't
creature.
see anyone else, so I guess I just see Nat. I'm like, you better fucking.
No, you
do
can
something.
choose yourself.
Oh,
I
you can choose yourself?
Oh, I can
Then you.
choose
It
myself,
actually
yeah.
it does specify.
All
you
right,
can.
then you may give it to
Yeah,
yourself
I am
then.
gonna choose myself. Yeah.
You're a
Alright.
creature you can see.
Yeah.
Alright.
I look at my hands. Me.
All right. So I forgot to do. Even though I knew that you were so pumped about Silvery Barbs, I forgot to do a Silvery Barbs effect. So I'm just gonna give you a fucking. I'm gonna give you a flanking effect. It's basically the same. It's advantage.
Okay.
And then he is going Harvester number. Oh wait, it's still on his turn. Harvester number 2 is going to re-roll his attack because you Silvery Barbs it. Does 14 hit?
It does just hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time for damage, baby. 4 damage.
How you look at health wise?
After that, I think I'm at 9.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, 9 out of 23. Cool. cool,
You're the
cool.
you're the tank, right? You're the tank.
Yeah, I'm the tank. That's my job.
Well, you saw like a bunch of people like declare you a witch and like burn her now, and they're just like
I didn't get a
lobbing
chance to
fire.
leave. This fucker over here. I'm gonna kill him after this whole encounter if I survive.
It's
This is his
fucking.
fault. If he doesn't die, I'm gonna make sure he dies.
Eva, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast mirror image. Stop fucking hitting me.
Okay. Yes, Mirage, she's like, cut that out. As soon as you get that aberrant picture, they seem even more vindicated as they ready more flames. They're like, purge it now.
I turn to Nat and I'm like, if this cloak is so fucking precious to you, you better do something about this. I will
Working
take
on
him
it.
with me. And that is actually, as I say that, I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration and then give one to Nat.
All right.
So you can add a d6 to whatever, something.
Sure.
Thank you.
It's a D6, correct?
Yes.
All right. That should automatically add it to your roll. Cool beans. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's my turn.
That's your turn? Not gonna risk the op? All right. Next up is Harvester number 1. Let's go, Harvester number 1.
Number 1.
Can he get within melee range? He can.
Live.
He's going to Shillelagh and he's gonna
I'm
come
not
over
even
here.
looking at him. I'm looking at Nat as this is happening now.
I believe
Make eye contact
you need
as you
to.
die.
I believe you need to roll a d20 for mirror image, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, to see what he hits.
Yes.
Or okay. 2.
2. You need to roll. Each time a creature hits you, roll a d6. Wait. This is
They
a
need to
newer
roll-
version of mirror image. Is this
Oh, yeah,
supposed?
wait, what is this new? I don't.
We're doing the other one.
Yeah, I want to look at the old. I
Which
don't know
one the
this.
other one?
we're doing the one
I
that
don't
works.
See-
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Okay, you need to roll. Okay, with 6 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher. You
6
rolled a
duplicates.
2.
I have 3 duplicates.
Yes.
Oh, if I have a 6 or higher to change it. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, and
I
since you rolled a 2, then he's going to be attacking the true you, but it still needs to hit you. So
Yeah,
we'll see if the quarterstaff lands. I think that hit.
Rebarb's that? Cause did I do that? I
You did get your turn. You can spend. You can spend another spell slot for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
guess
so-
I will.
You're the tank.
guess
You're the
I
tank.
will.
It's working.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Who would you like to give advantage to?
I can't see anybody, but
Yeah.
Nat, so I guess I'm giving it to Nat.
Let's go. Nat's got it.
I got a fist
Bumps.
clenched right now.
All right. I'll give him the
His turn's
flanking
next, so he
thing.
better fucking do something.
Okay. But yeah. I'm gonna love it when Nat uses his turn to do a medicine check. it's gonna be great.
I will turn I will turn session 1 into PvP.
It's gonna be
I
so.
haven't got my turn yet.
But yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta roll damage. My bad. I forgot. Let me roll that real
No,
quick.
you gotta roll to see if you hit.
Oh wait, yeah. I need to do another attack again. I need. Yeah. My bad. I forgot. I was too excited to kill on session 1.
Please, no.
All
Oh,
right.
thank God.
Hey, let's go.
That misses.
Yeah, this is just because I fully whipped around to look at Nat instead, and because I whipped around so fast, they missed
Yeah,
me.
there's like a weird sort of trippy illusion going on with Eva right now, and that illusion just sort of makes this harvester go cross-eyed as he just swings wildly in her direction and just misses completely. But yeah, that'll be its turn. Nat, Levin, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, so I'm running towards fucking the fucking shitter. I
Which
can't
one?
Click on it.
Click and hold this one.
Yes, this man. the man.
Clug Scorntread, you wish to run towards him.
Yes, I run towards Clug. Is he? I want to check if, first of all, if he is alive, and second, if he is alive, if he's bleeding out. Or
Okay.
overall, just dying.
This will take an action to perform a medicine check.
Would it be possible to?
If you
There's
just want to do a glance to see if it's fine, we can just say it's a free action as a perception check, but you won't be able to get a really good diagnosis on him unless you
he's very much like can I at a glance can I tell that he's not doing great?
At a glance, he is unconscious on his side, buried under rubble.
Yeah, that's not great. Can you use an action to stabilize him?
Yes, that would be a medicine check.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
have,
I have the
Bardic.
+6.
Or you also have advantage because you have.
Yeah, you also have
maybe
advantage on the.
every barbs.
Oh hell yeah.
So go ahead and give me a
Okay.
medicine check at
and/or
advantage.
Bardic.
Okay. Let's do this.
You
Medicine,
need to move forward.
and then advantage, bardic inspiration.
God
Wow,
damn.
you really used it all on that one thing.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you begin stabilizing him. You begin like looking for where he's bleeding from. And as you begin to like feel like around his body, you realize his chest is not rising or falling with breath. He is dead.
Oh.
Like dead. Full on dead. His max health was 5. He took 10 damage.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, are you serious?
Yep. It's a tragedy.
He looks up at the first harvester he sees, screams, and it takes an action to ignite. the
It
hands,
takes an
doesn't
action to ignite his arms, unfortunately.
Motherfucker. And he runs directly into them.
Yep. Go ahead and the square on the top left.
Square, top left. Like this? No,
Select-
square.
Top left,
Oh.
you want to do token controls and then select token.
Select token.
And then select your
So-
token
Top
and then
to
click and
top.
drag.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Alright.
go.
All right.
Alright, I don't have any attacks, so can I use like a bonus action to like, I don't know, push him or trip him?
I believe as a monk, you can do
I have a flurry of blows. Yeah, I'm gonna flurry of blows this guy.
Well, flurry blows only happens when
Only
you
if I
make an
hit,
attack.
right?
Yes,
I
so
need to-
you
yeah, I
so
need to
you
make the
can
attack.
as a bonus action. There is a ruling for as a bonus action you can just do an unarmed attack.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm
So-
gonna attack this guy.
Well, technically, you still need to make an attack when you use the attack action. Then you can either you can for free do an unarmed strike as a bonus action, or spend a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay, so actually you can do nothing. You
Oh,
used
okay. Thank you.
you used your action to stabilize a dead man.
Nice.
I sure hope the
Uh,
other guy isn't dead because I burned a spell slot prematurely for him.
He is moving and like making noise. He's like
Cool,
groaning.
okay.
So he is alive, just barely.
Oh, I can't
but yeah.
do nothing.
Uh,
So
n-
I'm
Nat,
here as just another body.
yeah, Nat Levin roars in rage and approaches the harvesters. And Eva, you think this might be a chance to slip and drag, point the attention towards him now, as opposed
Yeah,
to.
I just had to give him some side eye. I'm like, so this is how you use my help.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like help. You just said help me, and he ended up throwing a tantrum. So it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I see what this is.
Anyways, is that the end of your turn, Nat?
Yeah.
All right, Nobu, it's your turn.
All right. Well, first things first. I can't.
There's
see
some
shit.
yeah, there's some shit going on downstairs. You slide over like the desk remaining in here and just sort of see what's going on. You see vaguely a harvester here that's sort of like swung a staff at Eva.
Yeah, I'll take another step out, make sure I have a full understanding
Yes.
of what's going on. Okay. I'm gonna kind of flick out my musket,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna take a shot at Harvester 4. Just
All
immediately.
right. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Do that.
It should work.
Didn't do anything. Give me a second.
Just
What to
gonna
do
dome.
with previous roll? What? There's. Oh, I'm not. Wait, why am I scrolled so far? That did work fine. Attack roll. There it goes.
13. That does hit.
Ooh,
Go ahead and roll
low
damage.
AC.
I hit crit. I clicked the wrong one. Hold on.
Oh,
Nice,
So
dude.
then you just take the first dice of that. Should be
So-
3
It'd
plus
be 8
5.
damage.
Yeah, it'd be 8 damage. Okay. Yeah, 8 damage. You guys hear a loud bang roll through this.
The deafening crack of a actual
a fire-
musket being
yeah.
shot.
Minerva
like-
flinches hard.
Yeah, like whenever you feel like a rattling like rumble through your skin almost, just like it was so loud. You're like, oh, that needs a
warning?
silencer. like,
Please.
All right, and I think this early. That's all. That's my turn.
all right. Next up is this guy. He is. Let me do a quick slash roll. 1d20. Okay. He is going to crawl up the wing of his vehicle, get further out of that. And as he does, you see that like the lower half of his body did like get submerged in this. He's trying to claw himself up, and you can see like this sort of viscous liquid bubbling on his lower torso.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's moving. He's making moves. Minerva, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of as I'm getting close to kind of drop to a knee, and hold a hand out to try and pull him out.
Like immediately, you're able, like even if you could like grab his hand, even if he wouldn't reach out for it, as he's like trying to claw himself up. So you can just take him if you so wish.
Okay. Then I would drag him back 1 with like
Yes.
the rest of my movement. And then kind of would that be an action to do then?
No, that I would count that as like the end of your movement.
Okay. And then I'm going to be like, okay, here, and then I'm going to hand him the potion.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look at everyone around me and be like, oh god, okay. Hopefully this helps. And I'm going to fairy fire right in the middle of them.
Okay. Go ahead. Cast the spell and place your template.
I'm gonna do. I can hear commotion on the other side of the wall, so I'm gonna center it
Yes.
like this. See if I can catch more than just the 2 I see.
Okay.
Give me them deck saves.
You got it, Chief.
Fuck.
They save. Let's
Save? Cool,
go.
then we get rid of that template then, because it doesn't matter anymore.
Let's go. Love to see
Two
it.
slots down the drain.
We don't need him.
Don't need them. Never
Don't need
needed
'em.
them in the first place. Yeah. Shit. And try to make yourself look a little smaller and not like a threat.
As you shove like this like healing potion bottle into his face, you see him like begin to rasp out something towards you. He's like, and then you just go here, and then he's just like the sizes immediately, like it's just like his face. Oh, he's like fumbling with it a little bit, and then you just sort of like cast this. What does your fairy fire look like, by the way?
It
Curious.
is a like she reaches into her bag and she pulls out a small like puffer thing, like almost like a little like inflated sack with like a metal tip at the end of it. And as she pulls it out, she kind of aims it and just kind of smacks her hands together on top of it, and a cloud of like kind of dark purple glitter sprays out over the area. And as it kind of settles, it would normally stick to people and start to glow if it did, but it just kind of settles to the ground and looks.
It just sort of washes over them. You see them like sort of wave a hand in front of their face, like, and then the horser number 3 over here to the far side just points at you and goes, "She's channeling the tainted magics. Get her."
No, this is beetroot. This is just beetroot. Beetroot and a little bit of there's a little bit of magic. And that's my turn.
Yep. All right. Ours number 4. Is going to take a swing at the now newly approached Nat. Gotta try and see this. It's less trippy to look at Nat than it is at Eva currently, so they're gonna try and take a swing at that. That misses. Just like an overhead swing downward, and it's just like misses entirely. Like you're moving so fast, that's just a blur that they swing at. That'll be its turn. Maxine, it's your turn.
Okay. I see that Minerva got the guy out of the whale oil stuff.
Yes, and you saw, you heard a voice over here telling, like, his comrades to, like, attack her.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to. Are these? If I were to go like right here, can I see over these rocks right here? Is that, like-
Not quite.
or
This
walk?
is
Okay.
you can walk, like, from, like, here
Like,
if you wanted.
Back here,
Like-
there's a path.
Yeah, you could walk, like, here to here if you wanted.
Can you get all the way through, like up here, or is it best to go around
All
this
the way over there, over here it's kind
I
of...
just can't see.
I
Yeah.
will tell you right now, like Minerva is looking at it seems to be looking at a few people that are kind of in this area.
Okay.
There's no one else but Minerva over there. Whereas, like, over here, you can't see because there's rubble blocking your vision currently. But
like right here is where Eva is, right?
Eva and Nat, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and Nat. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go here then. I'm gonna drag myself.
Yeah, you want to do
Drag
select token?
myself. Oh,
It's the boxing instead of the ruler thing.
yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Oh,
Maxine.
okay. You can get. Oh, hi.
Hi. I think they're mad at me.
What did you do?
Are they okay? I can actively see them looking.
They're looking. You saw this man like heard a command to like get the one that's changing magic, and you saw that after Minerva whipped out like a bunch of like dust and like sort of flung it in their direction, and you see now these three heads sort of turn with like hatred in their eyes and at Minerva.
Okay. Well, we'll see who they're mad at for long.
Yeah.
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 I want to rage.
Okay. You may rage if you click on
Alright.
the
Do I need
rage
to actually do anything for
feature.
that, or just have to-
If you go into your
press.
character sheet, go to features, click on the rage.
Oh, well, yeah.
But-
that makes sense.
Click on the little dice next to
Okay,
rage.
and you just.
And now you're
you're glowing.
raging. You're glowing.
Okay.
Because you're raging.
I think I'm about 3 feet taller than what I normally am, so
Yeah, how does it look when you
I'm-
rage?
okay, so I'm about 9.5 feet tall,
Jesus.
and the like blackness in my veins are like almost like when you draw on yourself with a marker, like a real shitty marker, and then it kind of like sprawls out a little bit. It doesn't stay. It's not fine line. Like you know.
It sort of
Yeah,
leaks
yeah.
out. Yeah, it
Yeah.
bleeds out.
The veins on my face are kind of doing that. Otherwise, I'm like fairly normal. There are like 2 or 3 flies buzzing around though.
Ugh.
Just,
Yeah.
but yeah. Other than that, just tall. Okay, and I'm also
Yeah.
going to go there. I believe I have like +5 reach when I rage.
You do. If I'm not mistaken, I think you do grow large in size when you rage as Path the Giant.
Yeah, that's 3 feet.
Oh, but you'd be taken up.
You'd be taking
Oh,
up
that's-
space
Now.
then. Hold on a
Oh.
second. You be taking up space now. Let me go to your token. You be large lady.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Get off
Uh,
your toes.
Yes. Gigantic.
Okay. I can reckless while I rage, right?
Yes.
Reckless is whenever you make an attack, it's just a free thing you can do.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
decide like I'm
Wait,
going to be
whenever you
attacking
make an
reckless. Yes.
Literally anytime you make an attack. The
So-
downside is it gives advantage
I
against
thought it
you.
was so when you make your first attack. Oh, on your
No. When you make an
God
attack,
damn
you
it.
can decide I'm
Okay.
going to be attacking recklessly, and from now until your next turn, all attacks are at advantage.
I fully misread that as like your first attack. Just,
No, that's fair. The wording's a little
No.
unclear.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Okay.
weird, but
I see.
yeah,
Yeah, you're basically
go
throwing
ahead.
away all care for defense.
you can go ahead and make an attack with advantage
don't.
if with your great axe. And as a reminder, it
Yeah.
is enhanced by Minerva, so keep that in mind.
+1.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna hit the one on the left with advantage. Okay, and I already have a +4, +2 rage, +1 Minerva.
Rage does not add to hit, just to damage.
That might be your
Okay.
proficiency. That +2 is your proficiency with it, not the
Yes.
rage.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I rolled a 16 plus. God, I already forget. Plus that. Okay, 4 + 2. It's over 20.
Yeah, you're hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage for me then.
Okay.
And rage will add a +2 to that,
Oh
Yes.
my gosh, I put my sheet away.
and a
Okay.
+1 from my little thing I did to it.
Yeah. Okay, 1d12. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying so hard to do math. That's 6. 6 damage.
Total, or have you added? Did you not add your things yet?
I think I added my things. Sorry, can you say that one more time? What I have to? Okay.
You get a +2 from your strength, a +2 from your rage, or sorry, whatever your strength. You add your strength, your rage, and the enhancement I gave you. So whatever your strength
Okay.
is,
Which is +4.
and then you add your rage, which is another +2, and then the enhancement, which is another +1. So you should be adding 6 total to whatever you roll.
Cool. I got a 10.
That
I'm
is
writing
16
that better
damage. Or
on my. No,
would you?
No,
What did you roll?
I rolled a 16 for the hit. This is the damage. I rolled.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4, and this is plus.
Gotcha. Okay. Then.
Okay, so it's 10
Correct.
damage.
And I'm going to
Yes.
write this in a better way on my sheet.
Yes.
So I know what's happening.
All right. 10 damage to the one in front of you as you grow in size. You hear them yell like, "Oh, this one's been taken by the magics!"
Magic. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Which one of them yelled that? One of them in front of me?
The one off the side that's not in all this chaos.
Fucking coward.
Just one call the shots in here.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn, though, Maxine?
Yes.
All right. Harvester number 5. Now that there is a giant to slay within reach, they'll no longer be slinging fireballs. Instead, that it is going to sort of step down and try and smack you with its quarterstaff, or attempt to, at least. Actually, hold on. Yeah, it's going to. He's going to. He's not quite leaving reach. He's going to go back, and he's going to cast. Entangle. Right here.
Right where? Oh, wait a second.
Hey, wait!
My shoelaces.
I'm just trying to help.
I need a strength saving throw from everyone within this area. Maxine, you make it at advantage because you are raging.
All right. Oh. Oh, that's cool.
That is a
Yeah.
6.
I'm sure you're all doing great over there. I hope you're.
Hey, that's a 5 from me, Chief.
I got a 22. Actually, it's
Yeah. So this guy's like, "I'll hold them back." He holds up his hands, summons these vines, and they just sort of like try to latch on to like Maxine's legs, and they can't even like get a grip on it because she's
I
a
just
giant
brushed them off
person
with my
now.
hand.
Yeah, you kind of just shrug them off. You just gotta brush them off, like, "Ew, gross!" Like you stepped in like some weeds or something. Meanwhile, the gnome and Minerva here are getting just absolutely restrained and like hogtied by these vines now. Which I believe that you are restrained now.
Yes, I am restrained.
You are restrained. So let me grab this and go restrained.
Damn, I'm double restrained.
Restrained. Yeah, it's part of some macro for like rolls or whatnot that affects them. But yeah, that's gonna be this guy's turn. Yeah. That's Harvester number 5's turn. Harvester number 3, he's going to. I can get rid of this now. He's going to lob a fireball at Maxine.
What? Can I don't have any cool dodging stuff like I did.
Nope, you
Not
just got a ton of
currently.
health.
Cool.
You tank this shit. Does a 14 hit?
That is my AC.
So that
Beat your
hits.
meat.
You
Beat your
take
meat.
5
No.
fire damage.
Why would you say that many? Okay, cool. That's not that. Oh right, I
you-
took 3 damage from falling. Okay, that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, that's gonna be its turn. Harvester number 2. This guy is going to try and attack you. He was like waiting for the signal from Harvester number 5 to restrain you. He's like, ah, now I have you, even though like you are completely unaffected by his spell, and it's just gonna be attacking normally. I believe that does hit though for 4 damage, which is halved to 2. Should have yes. Maybe half of that damage. Eva, it's your turn.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just like I'm gonna take my chances and try to step back. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
All right. From both of these people.
Cool. Yep.
All right. Attack from them. Go ahead and roll a d20 for your mirror image, by the way.
Do I need to do it twice?
Yes.
Okay, the first one's a 16.
All right. So they attack the mirror image, but that misses.
And
So
the second
it
one's
still
a
stays up.
19.
That's also attack mirror image, but that also that does hit.
Down 1. Okay.
That's so you're
crit,
down
too.
1. Yeah. Crit would have been a fucking crazy, but
Yeah, no, I
whatever.
was like, ah!
Yeah, no. As you're like, you sort of scamper away, and your illusion just sort of like has like its head, like arcs its back, and like has the back of the palm like to its forehead. It just goes, "Oh, you've struck me," and then just shatters.
I
It's like-
look over my shoulder and roll my eyes as I walk away.
Yeah, it's just like losers, and then sort of you walk away. What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna use Bane.
Bane time.
And I will use it on this one, and this one. So
Oh.
4, 1, and 5.
All right, you got it. Charisma saving throw. Go.
Jesus.
Go.
Jesus.
They fail.
And that is my turn.
All right. Bane upon you. Oh yes. I was born in it, molded by it. Harvester number 1. Striking out on hitting Eva. They're gonna turn their frustration to a Nat Levin in front of them. I believe this is. Oh yeah, it does calculate the Bane in it. Helpful. That misses. Anyways, Nat, it's your turn.
Okay, well. Oh, okay, lots of people.
You can also
Hmm.
feel Eva glaring at the back of your head.
You
He
better do
brushes it
something.
off. I'm going to unwrap my bandages, and my arms are going to crackle and then ignite.
All right. I believe I have. Yeah, there's a feature for this. I believe. Does it not? Apply it. It does not. Fuck me. I thought I did this. No. My bad. Anyways, you ignite your arms. Where the fuck did this effect go? Oh fuck. What? Whatever. You are aware of this effect. Can I find it? No. All right. You do light your arms on fire, and you should see your character sheet. There is unarmed strike, and then there's flaming unarmed strike. The flaming one, of course, is for when you light your arms on fire.
Yay! Let me take a look.
Should be in your inventory.
Inventory. Yep, I see it.
All right. So you now have access to the other one. That does take your action. Anything else you'd like
Yep.
to do?
Hands are tied because I didn't take attack this time either. Is there? I don't suppose there's like that you can do like in Baldur's Gate, like you can do a bonus action shove or anything like that. Can you?
You can, I believe, spend key to take. You can spend a key point to do patient defense if you wanted.
Was
Tells you to take a dodge action.
It allows you to take both the disengage and dodge action as a bonus action, which means attacks at you would be at disadvantage, so that not only are they baned, but they're attacking at disadvantage at that point.
How many key points do I have? Does it say?
You have equal to your level. So 3.
And they come back on short rests. There.
Alright.
Spend them while you got them.
Smoke if you got them.
There are focus points, key points.
Yes.
Okay. I've actually never seen monks focus before.
Monks ain't be focusing.
Okay. Okay. I should probably stick here, because this is actually... They can't surround me like this. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna spend a key point to do unarmored defense. Oh, to do patient defense, I think.
Okay. Well, fuck.
But I'm actually not gonna move. I'm not gonna disengage. I'm just gonna
Stand your
stick here.
ground. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Next up, it's Klug. He's dead. Nobu. It's your
Quick
turn.
reminder.
You saw
man.
you saw a lot of shit happen. You saw fucking you saw Maxine grow into a massive size and then like just sort of disappear behind a mountain of rubble. You see Eva half dead, like her and her illusions leaning against the wall, taking like a breath, taking a breather. And you see Nat, whose arms are now on fire.
Yeah. Okay. We're just going to shoot again. I don't think I
Okay.
really have much of a better. No, yeah, I don't.
Which one are you attacking?
We're going to go for 4.
Number 4. Harvester number
Fuck 'em
4.
Kill him.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
nat 1.
Yo!
That one?
Yeesh.
Oh my god. That's him.
There's so much sensory information on this battlefield right now. There's so many magical effects and lights going off that like you're just like, no, it's not like blinding or anything, but you're just like distracted by it all. It's just kind of
Yeah, I'm just
interesting,
too
but
eager to get
also
shot.
yeah, you're just like, okay, now it's my time. Miss.
Yeah. No, level 3. I don't got anything else. That's it.
All right. Nornum he's going to he can't do much because he's restrained and like sort of prone at this moment. He's going to take the potion that Minerva gave him, I guess, which is 2d4 plus your int, I believe.
Yes.
Let's roll.
So 2d4 plus 4.
Okay.
Or plus 3.
So 7.
77.
Okay. You got it, Chief. Plus 7. Let's go. Still looking really worse but then again, he did just crash into a whale oil refinery,
Like I say,
so...
for someone who just survived an airship crash, he's looking wonderful.
Well, that's the thing, it wasn't an airship.
Oh,
Oh.
But, you know, you can examine that if you survive the fight.
I certainly will.
Speaking
I'm
of
going
which,
for my survivability.
it is the end time for our session. We can pick up and resolve this fight then.
Yippee!
But thank you for playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Did you guys
Whoa.
Fun
enjoy?
session.
Did you guys enjoy the session?
I
did.
can't believe he died immediately.
I'm
little
so sad.
So it's a
I'm
little
so
That's
sad.
fucked up, but the thing is,
It's
if
a
he
joke,
didn't
it was
die, I would have killed him.
Because like, oh, it'd be fun to have like an NPC that we can return to, and like someone that ties in with Nat's
Not him.
story. Immediately cooked.
Nice.
Unfortunate. I like had to find a pick crew and like do it for him as well. Like this wasn't just like an image Google search. I fucking
He was a
yeah
character.
no. He was a character.
That was the breaks.
Was.
them's
Man.
them's the breaks.
And then
I'm
Evil
sure.
too.
I'm sure it'll be
Oh,
fine.
I got attached too quickly, man.
You gotta
I
roll
was
into the
so
character. You gotta
happy.
roll into your role play.
It'll be like-
roleplay-
yeah,
I'm
yeah. Your,
roleplaying.
I like
your
your
characters,
voice a lot.
your
as a
character's probably like,
Ew.
fuck.
I've
That
never
was the
made
guy.
Yeah, I'm literally confronted with people who I was traumatized by. I'll get to that
like, let's
later.
just
And
fuck, man.
they fucking killed my guy. The only other person I know